Hi.
I'm only bugging you because
I'm live. Just give me a moment. All right, everyone, just one moment. All right. Okay, everyone. Happy Thursday. Let's make sure we keep today a Thursday and not make it into a Monday. The week is almost done, so everyone should be having a great time about now. All right, these are the rules of the 187 District Court. First of all, this is a courtroom. You are to treat it as such, even though you are at your home or at the jail or in your office, it's a district court. So whatever you cannot do if you were physically in the courtroom, you cannot do on this Zoom screen. So to all of the people who are in custody, you're not allowed to use the chat box. If you use the chat box, you will be sent back to your cell. You're not allowed to try to use this to pick up dates. I know you're probably asking, why would I say that? Because people have tried that before. Do not do that. If you do that, you will be sent back to everyone else. You're not allowed to cook, clean, do dishes, do laundry, walk around doing lawn work. You are in a district court. You are not allowed to lay in your bed. If you lay in your bed, you will be forced to appear in person. So if you want to continue with the privileges of appearing by Zoom, then you need to behave as though you are in a courtroom, which you are. To all of the attorneys, I'm going to call your name. That's the order in which you will appear. If you see that you are on the list and you want to Zoom to another court, you're more than welcome to Zoom to another court. However, if you Zoom to another court and your name is called, you will be moved down to the end of the list. I'm going to open up breakout rooms. When I open up those breakout rooms, it will invite everyone to a breakout room. Do not go to a breakout room unless I specifically call your name and assign you to a breakout room. To all the persons who are accused of an offense, you will hear your attorney's name and your attorney will go to a breakout room, usually with the prosecutor, before they go to a breakout room with you. If your attorney or anyone wants you in a breakout room, they will ask for you by name to come to a breakout room. So when I send your attorney to a breakout room, don't raise your hand and say, should I be in that breakout room? Because my response to you will be, did anyone call your name to go to the breakout room? Attorneys, the breakout rooms are like doctor's office. As you can see, there are more defense attorneys than there are prosecutors. So consider it like a doctor's office. When you get sent to a breakout room, you're not seeing the doctor, you're getting your blood pressure and your weight checked. So this is the order in which the attorneys will appear. Dennis Marino, Alex Scharf, Charles Bonk, Eli Rico, James Toshi, Jay Norton, Linda Corley, Robert Maurer, Robert Porter, Ron Ross, Scott Hill, Shannon Locke, Rick Crow, Martin Guerra, Matthew Allen, Johnny Cisneros, Ronald Ortman, Carlos Martinez, Michael White, Cornelius Cox, Kyle Simpsons, Michael Collins. Is there any defense attorney's name that I have missed?
My name, Your Honor, Gerardo Flores.
Okay. Gerardo Flores. Who else?
Good morning, Your Honor. Jasmine Sandoval. I'm appearing on behalf of Neil Kalfas.
Okay, Jasmine Sandoval. Anyone else?
Good morning, Your Honor. My name is Michelle Butler. I'm appearing on behalf of Lee Cutter.
All right, anyone else? And I believe Monica Guerrero just zoomed in.
Yes, Judge, I'm present. I have my client on the phone. He's having trouble logging in, so I'm going to send him a different link.
All right, thank you. And then we have Anthony Cantrell. All right. Attorneys, when I call your name, what I need from you is I need your client's name, and I need to know whether or not they're in criminal trial division or family violence. Prosecutors have the ability to move throughout the breakout room. If you're waiting in a breakout room and you feel like you've been there too long and you leave that breakout room, the prosecutor will see that that breakout room is empty. They will skip over you and go to the next person. Dennis Marino?
Yes, Judge.
Yes.
CTD, Daniel Stanley. Ready for plea.
All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you, has your client done all the paperwork?
He has.
All right, I'm going to send you and your client, Mr. Stanley, to breakout room number 1. So he can be sworn in and they'll see if he has all the paperwork. And to the clerks, if you can go to breakout room number 1, please. Daniel Stanley, Dennis Marino, go to breakout room number 1. Just one moment. All right, Alex Shaw.
Good morning, Your Honor. First client, Johnny Tejeda with the CTD. I've been conferring with Tom Nisbet. We're on a trial track.
Is that the only client? Who else do you have?
Also have Tien Nguyen, Nguyen, which is a family violence case. Been talking to David Martin.
All right, I'm going to see you to breakout room number 2.
Thank you.
Charles Bach.
Yes, Judge.
Charles. Yes, who do you have?
I have Joshua Carroll, Ronaldo Garcia, Rosalind Bagley.
Wait, Joshua Carroll. Who else?
Ronaldo Garcia. Yes, Judge. And
who else?
Rosalind Bagley.
All right, I'm going to send you to breakout room number 3.
All right, thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
Judge, this is David. Can you make me a co-host?
Yes, I will.
Thank you.
Thank you. Eli Rico.
Carlos Hernandez, Your Honor, family violence.
I'm sorry, what's the first name?
Carlos Hernandez. Yeah, Carlos and then Hernandez, sorry.
No problem. I'm going to send you to breakout room number 4.
Okay.
James Toshi.
Judge Boyd, good morning. I have Andre Watson. He is present in your courtroom. It's a CTD case. And Mr. Watson is really dead set on a jury trial. I don't mind going to a breakout room, but I do not feel that any movement is going to be had.
All right, I'll send you to breakout room number 5. And if there isn't, we'll give him his trial date.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Jay Norton.
Morning, Judge. I'm here with James Terry. He's present via Zoom. It's a CTD.
All right, I'll send you to breakout room number 6.
Yes, ma'am.
Linda Corley.
Good morning, Your Honor. I have Jesus Hernandez. He is criminal trial division. He's already rejected a plea offer and requested a trial. And I have filed a motion to withdraw on his case. he cannot pay me the legal fee. So I don't know if it's to the court yet. We filed it this morning.
All right, just give me a moment. Robert Mauer.
I'm here, Judge. I have Brandon Guzman. I think I conferred last time with Tom, CTD. The guy's got several cases, I think a murder and an ag assault.
All right, I'm going to send you to breakout room number 7.
Yes, ma'am.
Robert Porter.
Mr. Richard Blanco, CTD.
Thank you. I'm going to send you to number 8. Ron Ross.
Judge, I have 2 defendants, David Thatcher. He's here for sentencing today. He is going to request a short continuance. He tells me his wife is going into labor today. I also have a Gregory Morrison. That's a criminal trial. I need to confer with Tom.
All right, I'm going to send you to breakout room number 9. Don't. Let me see. I sent him about 8. Scott Hill.
Good morning, Judge. I have 2 family violence cases on your trial docket. The first one is Emily Pacheco.
Yes.
And the second one is Mr. Von Fadke.
Oh, okay. How do you spell that?
Sure, it's VONGPHAKDY.
KDY?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'm going to send you to breakout room number 10. Shannon Locke.
Good morning, Your Honor. I have Steve Sancho today, and we've already conferred. I don't believe we've been able to reach a plea agreement. It's with family violence. We had filed a motion to modify conditions of release. He's on GPS, and so we've conferred about that. Not able to reach an agreement. We just need the court to make a decision about that circumstance.
All right, just give me a moment.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Rick Rowe. Rick
Yes,
Rowe.
Rick Rowe here. Sorry, Judge. Family violence, and my client is Adam Valles.
I'll send you to breakout room number 11. Martin Guerra.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
Sam Amaya, and it's a family violence case.
You say Anaya?
With an M, Amaya.
All right, I'll send you to breakout room number 12.
Thank you.
All right, and this is what everyone's been waiting for. Everybody tries to get this room because great things happen in this room. Matthew Allen.
Well, Judge, someone else might be able to use that room. I've previously conferred with Marcus and Tom, and I think Mr. Donaldson it's going to be a trial case, so we do need a trial setting on it.
All right, just give me a moment. I'll get right back with you.
Thank you.
Johnny Cisneros.
Good morning, Your Honor. I have Blake Wilburn, family violence.
All right, you're going to lucky breakout room number 13.
Let's see. We're going to roll the dice. Thank you.
You're welcome. Ronald Ortman.
Yes, and I'm here with Ross Cuco, and he is demanding a jury trial. He's been consistent in this, and we've already discussed it with the state.
All right, just give me a moment. Carlos Martinez.
Judge, it's, I have Albert Limon. It's a CTD.
Send you to breakout room number 14.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Michael White.
Yes, Your Honor. I represent Willie Jackson, and we'd conferred with the state the last time, and I asked for a jury trial, but you said I needed to file a acknowledgement of discovery, and I've done that. So that's what I need is a jury setting.
All right, just give me a moment. Cornelius Cox.
Good morning, Judge. I have a Cedric Johnson, it's family violence, and we've conferred, and our plea deadline has run, and we just need a trial setting.
All right, just give me a moment.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Kyle Simpson.
Julissa Sudbury, CTD, and we already have passed our plea deadline as well.
All right, just give me a moment. We will get you your trial. Michael Collins, I've already done you.
No, Your Honor, you didn't get me.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hi, Michael Collins. Who do you have?
But if you did, no, I have Nathan Estrada on family violence, Your Honor.
You say Nathan Estrada?
Family violence, I've been dealing with David Martin on it.
All right, I'm gonna send you to breakout room number 15.
Thanks, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Gerardo Flores.
Judge, good morning. Gerardo here. I'm representing Mr. Jimmy Wood, and Alexander Williamson had the case, and I believe Mr. Hunter has been filling in afterwards. We've reached an agreement, Your Honor, and I just need the paperwork. That way I can go over it with Mr. Wood.
All right, anyone who has a plea agreement, you need to put it in the chat box to Norma Ferguson. She's listed as Ferguson coordinator. So that she can get the paperwork you need. And then after that, Mr. Flores, I'll send you and your client. Is your client on bond?
He is out on bond, and I believe he's logged in. So does Ms. Ferguson send me the paperwork to review with him?
Well, there's some paperwork that she needs. So what we'll need from you is your client's email address and your email address.
I'll send it to her then.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
And Mr. Wood, I'm going to send you to breakout room number 16. And Mr. Flores, I'll send you to 16.
Yes, Your Honor.
Then when you have completed your paperwork, let me know. I'll move you to breakout room number 1 so they can swear you in. Jasmine Sandoval.
Good morning, Your Honor. Our client's name is Elijah Flores. I did see him on, but he's CTD.
All right, I'll send you to number 17.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Michelle Butler.
Good morning, Your Honor. Ms. Cutter our client is Grace Hundiri, and Ms. Cutter is in Uvalde on a pretrial for a capital murder case.
Okay, are you the attorney on this case?
No, I'm her paralegal.
All right, well, we need an attorney here. Either she needs to be here or someone from her firm.
Okay, thank you. I'll let her know.
You're welcome. Monica Guerrero.
Your Honor, I have Mr. Adam Gonzalez. CTD.
All right, I'll send you to breakout room number 18.
Thank you.
Anthony Cantrell.
Family violence, Buffarino Avila.
Okay, you need to spell the first name for me, sorry.
It's Bulfrano. and then Avila.
I'm sorry, in the last name?
Avila,
Oh, no, I
AVI.
can spell the Avila part. And you say it's family violence or criminal
Yes, ma'am,
trauma?
family violence.
All right. I'm learning on the name spelling. Number 19,
Thank you, ma'am.
Marco Bass.
I'm here,
Marco
Judge.
Bass.
Morning,
Yes.
Judge. Jose Turbiates, Turru, and
Wait, T what?
Turru, and then Biates. And this is family violence. He has a couple cases, but I think it falls under family violence. That's why.
All right, thank you. I'm going to see you to breakout room number 20.
Thanks, Judge.
Richard Langlois. Richard Langlois.
Richard Langlois here, Your Honor.
Hi, how's it going?
Well, I'm here in court with you.
Hey, well, that's always a good start.
My client is supposed to be in the courtroom as ordered by the court.
What is your client's name?
Brandy Lehman.
And is it criminal trial division or family violence?
It's criminal, Your Honor. It's drugs. And I need to confer with the state.
All right. Richard, I'm going to send you to breakout room number 21.
All right.
Anthony Smith.
Yes, good morning, Your Honor.
Yes, good morning. Who do you have?
Cianida Ray, R-E-Y.
Criminal trial division or family violence?
Family violence.
I'm going to send you to breakout room number 22.
Well, she's actually ready to go to trial.
All righty. Well, just give me a moment.
All right.
Rusty Geyer.
Good morning, Judge. How are you? I have James Madrone, and we also need to be in the, I guess, getting a trial setting.
All right, just give me a moment. All right, is there any attorney that I've missed?
Me, Your Honor. I
Yes.
keep going in and out. Apologize.
No problem.
John Guajardo, family violence.
John and the last name?
Guajardo, G-U-A.
Oh, no, that I know how to spell. No, that's good. And I'm glad you pronounced it so I could spell it.
Roll
So,
my R's, Judge.
yeah, I'm telling you, I'm working on rolling my R's. So, family violence or criminal trial division?
Family violence, Your Honor.
All right, I'm going to send you, let me see what breakout room. Send you to breakout room number 22.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
And Your Honor, this is Roland Garcia. I have David Morales on today's docket. He's in custody. It's a family case.
Yes. I'm going to send you to a breakout room. And Mr. Garcia, I'm going to send you a message in the chat. The state is already aware of what I'm sending you.
Okay.
Judge, I'm going to send you a chat as well.
Thank you. All right, I've put it in the chat box for you, Mr. Garcia. And I will send you to breakout room number 23.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Judge, I'm back from the breakout room whenever you're ready for me to announce.
All right, just give me a moment.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, is Dennis Marino here?
I am, Judge.
All right, and is your client here?
He is.
All right, is there a prosecutor available so we can take this plea up? Let me see.
Yes, Judge.
All right. All right, everyone, if you're not a part of this hearing, I'm going to need you to please mute yourself. All right, everyone. Mr. Stanley, are you able to unmute yourself?
Yes, ma'am.
Court is calling 2021 CR 4698W, State of Texas versus Daniel Ryan Stanley. Could I have parties announced for the record, please, for the state?
Marcus Sanders.
For the defense?
Judge, good morning. Dennis Moreno for Mr. Stanley. We're ready, Judge.
All right. And are you Mr. Stanley?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Sorry about this. My computer battery is running low. Just give me one moment so I can plug it in so Brenda, I can get information from you. Hey, Brenda, it is Monday. It just died, so I'm gonna have to wait till I get a little charge. All right, we're back on the record. We're proceeding by video because of the pandemic. Any objections from the state?
No objection.
Any objections from the defense?
No, Judge, there is not.
Mr. Stanley, I'm showing you what's entitled Defendant's Consent to Appear by Video. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you electronically sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the defendant has knowingly and voluntarily consented to appear by video. Defense, I'm showing you what's entitled Acknowledgement of Discovery. Have you received all the discovery in this case, and did you review that discovery with your client?
I have, Judge, and it's been reviewed with my client.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Stanley, I'm showing you a document entitled Application for Community Supervision. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it, and did you electronically sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Stanley, next I'm showing you a document. That document is entitled Waiver of Indictment, Reading of Information and Rights under Article 1.051 and 26.03 of the Code of Criminal Procedure. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you electronically sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand you have a right to have a grand jury hear the evidence in this case and make a decision on whether or not to indict this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand also that your attorney has certain rights, namely 2 days from the presentation of the information and 10 days from the presentation of the information to prepare for trial? Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by entering this plea bargain agreement, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea bargain agreement in this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to waiver of indictment, reading of information and rights under Article 1.051 and 26.03 of the Code of Criminal Procedure. Next, I'm showing you what's entitled Information. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the information?
We do, Judge.
State, are you proceeding on the information as presented?
Yes, Judge, we are.
Mr. Stanley, I'm going to show you what's entitled Court Admonishments and Defendant's Waivers and Affidavit of Admonitions. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it, and did you electronically sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by information you're charged with the offense of driving while intoxicated, third or more? That's a third-degree felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea bargain agreement. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea bargain agreement and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you, and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
Did you understand by entering this plea bargain agreement you were giving up those rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea bargain agreement in this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses to this offense?
Yes,
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
he does.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I believe he is and was.
Mr. Stanley, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, Your Honor.
Has anyone promised you anything other than the plea bargain agreement to get you to enter this plea?
No, Your Honor.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
I am a U.S. citizen. Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Next, I'm showing you the plea bargain page. Did you review that page with your attorney, and did you understand it?
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
According to the plea bargain agreement, punishment is to be assessed at 4 years in the prison. There is a $1,500 fine. There is no application for deferred adjudication, and the state recommends community supervision. Did you understand that to be the plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense is at the plea bargain agreement.
It is, Judge.
State is at the plea bargain agreement.
Yes, Judge.
Next, I'm going to show you the paragraph entitled Waiver of Appeal. Did you review that paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you electronically sign it in both places?
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
I do, Your Honor.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
There are none.
Next, I'm showing you outside the plea bargain agreement. State is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 4 years. There'll be a TAP evaluation, 120 hours of community service restitution, ignition interlock, DWI victim impact panel, DWI repeat offender course, 2-year driver's license suspension, and regular UAs. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state, and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
Then to the offense is charging the information. How do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest, Your Honor.
State, any evidence to support the defendant's no contest plea?
Yes, the state offers State's Exhibit 1 and its attachments.
Any objections?
There's none, Judge.
Mr. Stanley, I'm going to show you what's entitled Waiver and Consent to Stipulation of Testimony and Stipulations. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you electronically sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports? But most importantly, there will be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence State's Exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. All right, after viewing state's exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
As we are, with the court's permission.
All right, is there anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Yes, Judge, I would. Your Honor, I'm going to show the court that when this case began, my client began taking the medication called naltrexone. He and his family understood that that was best for him at this time.
All right, could you spell the medication so the court reporter will have it in her record?
Yes, ma'am. It's NALTREXONE. The court may know that's the medication that should a person taking that medication ingest alcohol, you become violently ill. He's been taking that since he was released from the Bexar County Jail, Your Honor. As I tell the court that because I want this court to understand my client's commitment to his sobriety. In that regard, Judge, Your Honor, I'm not sure. I haven't done one of these since before COVID. I don't know what these requirements are for my client to be allowed to drive. I don't know if the court can now authorize my client to drive for work only. Judge, we request that. I told the court may even make it a condition for my client to maintain this naltrexone for the period of time that the court may want him on the interlock. Judge, he has to work, and we ask the court for that consideration today, Judge.
All right, so defense with regards to any type of occupational license, defense will need to file the proper motions and the court will consider it at that time.
We'll do so, Judge.
Okay. Mr. Stanley, is there anything you wish to say?
No, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Stanley, it appears to the court that you have an alcohol problem. So I'm going to try to help you with that. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'm going to sentence you to 4 years in the prison, suspended and probated for 4 years. There's a $1,500 fine. That will be probated. 120 hours of community service restitution, or you can pay $7.25 per hour to the San Antonio Food Bank. Ignition interlock. There was nothing mentioned about the length of term for ignition interlock. Does anyone want to address that?
We would ask for half the term of probation.
Judge, it's our request that given that my client's taking this naltrexone, that the court consider a 6-month period, Your Honor.
Okay. Well, the court is going to do half. I was leaning towards more than half because I see that the defendant has already had a felony DWI out of county. So I'm going to do ignition interlock for half the term. DWI victim impact panel live. DWI repeat offender course. 2-year driver's license suspension. Regular UAs. Field visits 2 times per month, random. Mr. Stanley, you should not have any alcohol in your home. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
There's a 10-day Bexar County jail as a condition. Because of the pandemic, in lieu of that, there will be a 20-day GPS, partial. He's allowed to work while on GPS, and that is all he's allowed to do while on GPS, because otherwise, Mr. Stanley, you will be at the Bexar County Jail for 10 days. Now, if you would prefer to go to the Bexar County Jail for 10 days instead of the GPS for 20 days, let me know. Which do you prefer?
I'd prefer the GPS, Your Honor.
So that will be GPS for 10 days. Are you able to Zoom?
Yes, I am.
All right, there will be regular Zoom reporting or in person if something happens to your Zoom. And I'm going to do, are you in any type of treatment program?
I am not currently. I was waiting for the outcome of this trial, Your Honor.
All right, it's going to be outpatient treatment with probation. Although I really think you need felony drug court, but I'm going to start you out with outpatient treatment with probation, okay?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Rebecca, is there anything else that Mr. Stanley needs?
No, ma'am.
Mr. Stanley, is there anything else that you need from the court in order to be successful?
No, Your Honor. I think with treatment, the naltrexone and a lot of this stuff will allow me to pursue and continue sobriety and make some good positive changes in my life.
All right, Mr. Stanley, I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you electronically sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you can go off the record. Mr. Stanley, if you continue to drink, you're going to end up ruining your liver. Worst case scenario, you may end up killing somebody or killing yourself. You understand?
Yes, I do, ma'am.
All right, and the medication you're taking, that's just really a stopgap. That's not really solving the problem. So you need to work on the reason you're drinking, what your triggers are, and then you need to be able to pick up the phone and call somebody if you think you're going to take a drink. You're not allowed to drink while you're on this probation. So that means you cannot drink inside your home. Do you understand?
I do. Yes. Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'm going to send you to a breakout room with probation. They'll go over conditions with you. Mr. Marino, I'm sending you and your client to breakout room number 2. You're excused, Mr. Marino, or if you want to remain with your client, then you can. And after that, you both are excused.
Great. Just thank you for the time.
You're welcome.
Thank you,
you.
Your Honor.
I hope everything went well with your dental appointment.
Still feeling it, sadly.
Have a good one.
Judge, can I announce on Mr. Guzman?
Yes.
He has a plethora of cases. I think the state just needs to decide which offense they want to try first. It's definitely going to be a jury trial. It's always been.
Okay, just one moment. Let me go, time out. Let me go in order of appearance because there are people who were before you. All right, Linda Corley.
Yes, Your Honor, I am here.
And you're on Mr. Hernandez?
I am, Judge, and I am not sure if he signed in. We talked about this court date. We sent text messages yesterday to remind him, and this morning, and we have tried to call him numerous times, but I don't know that he's logged in. We did file the motion.
Hernandez, just 1 second. Is there Jesus Hernandez on the Zoom?
Yes, Judge, I'm here.
Oh, very good.
Hernandez, he's here.
Terrific. I had discussed with Mr. Hernandez the motion to withdraw. He agreed to it.
Just 1 second.
Okay.
I haven't done the motion. I know everybody's anxious to move on with their day.
I don't want to be the one to slow you down, Judge.
Oh, no. Hey, you know what? I'm here all day, so it's fine. All right, to the clerks, I need the motion to withdraw on Jesus Hernandez. It's 2020 CR 7588.
And it was just accepted this morning, a little before 9.
All right. Do you have? Thank you, Robert. All right, Mr. Hernandez, I need you to unmute.
Yes, Judge.
All right, and Brenna, are you available?
Okay.
All right, court is calling 2020 CR 7588, State of Texas versus Jesus Antonio Hernandez for the defense.
Linda Corley.
All right, and are you Jesus Hernandez?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, your attorney has filed a motion to withdraw your case. Ms. Corley, my understanding is you were retained?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and the reason for your withdrawal?
He does want a trial, and we have talked about the trial fee. He can't afford it, so I'm requesting to withdraw so that he can get a court appointed on his case.
All right, Mr. Hernandez,
Yes, Judge.
Your attorney has filed a motion to withdraw. Are you in agreement with the motion to withdraw?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, the court will grant your motion to withdraw. Your excuse, Ms. Corley.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Mr. Hernandez,
Yes, Your Honor.
are you able to hire an attorney or do you need one appointed?
I need a appointed attorney.
All right. Norma, can you see about getting a court appointed for Mr. Hernandez?
Yes, ma'am. Give me just a second. I will do that right now.
All right, and just one moment. Everyone, time out. Let's all put patience in our pockets. Bobby Gebbia.
Hello, Judge.
Hi, who do you have?
I have two. I have Stephen Quintero and I have Gandara, I believe is how you pronounce it. Gandara.
Wait, spell that last name again, please.
Gandara, Gandara, Hanan,
And is
she's
it
logged on.
all right? Is this all criminal trial division or family violence?
Stephen Quintero, I don't know, Judge. Skip me. I'll get more information.
I'll just put family violence in CTD. But you know, I appreciate you're saying just skip me. I'll get more information for
Yeah,
you.
I should have known that. I haven't logged on to you in a little bit. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I'm gonna send you to breakout room number 3.
Thank you.
All right, Will Brooks.
Morning, Judge. I've
Yes.
got Mr. Ruiz this morning. It's family violence, and I just need to go into a breakout room with him if I may. He's in jail.
All right, Mr. Ruiz, I'm going to send you to breakout room number 4 to meet your attorney there. So Mr. Ruiz, please go to breakout room number 4.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
Hello. Okay. Yes, hello.
Take a break. Well,
Nathaniel Navy.
I got more.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, I see you put in the box. You have a lot of people. So let me rename you. Okay, Nathaniel Navy, I'm going to send you to breakout room number 5. And thank you for using your chat box. I appreciate that.
Oh, no problem, Judge. It's always hard to jump in.
All right, Hiku Lee.
Hi, Judge. I have Jason Cardenas, and he's in jail. We're going to have to do some plea paperwork, so if we can, if I can get into a room with him, that would be great.
All right, is this CTD or family violence?
It's CTD.
All right, can you make sure that Norma Ferguson knows what the agreement is so they can get paperwork to you? And she already knows?
He sent it. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. All right, I'm going to send you, let me see what's up, and I'm going to send you to breakout room number 11.
Okay.
And Mr. Cardenas, I'm going to send you to breakout room number 11 with your attorney.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so the next person up is.
Judge, I send you a chat.
Okay, I don't understand your message. Oh, okay, now I do. I'm so sorry. All right, I responded. All right, Alex Scharf. Charles Bonk.
I'm here, Judge Alex Scharf. Sorry, I was trying to
Yes.
unmute.
What is happening with your client?
Okay,
Let's start
so
with Then Ning Nguyen.
Okay, first of all, Judge, both Mr. Gwynn and Mr. Tejeda are present. This socially distanced. On Mr. Tejeda, we don't have an agreement. We need to go on the trial track.
Okay, just one moment. All right, Norma, when can we call them back for jury trial?
Give me 1 second, Judge. Let me look at the. I thought one of them was going to be a plea, correct?
No, he's saying that Johnny Tejeda, we're on Johnny Tejeda, and his client wants a jury trial. Mr. Tejeda, could you come on screen, please? Mr. Tejeda, it's my understanding you're requesting a jury trial. Is that correct?
Correct.
All right, so Mr. Tejeda, let me explain something. We will give you a jury trial date. That will be your date for jury trial. The court will not accept any plea bargain agreements after today. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Norma, so on Tejeda, he's on page 8.
Yes, ma'am. We can do. Can I see you in a breakout room real quick, Judge?
All right, just one moment, everyone. Number 1, Norma.
Okay. Where is that?
All right, we are back. So Mr. Tejeda?
Yes, Judge.
All right, your jury trial is going to be scheduled for July 7th. And you will need to appear in the 187 District Court. That's the 4th floor, 300 De La Rosa.
Yes, Your Honor. And Your Honor, do we, is there is that when the trial will start, or is there a
Yes,
day
we will
we
be-
come before then, like a
No,
docket day?
that's when the jury trial will start. And a jury panel will be available on that date. And that's the date we will actually pick a jury trial.
Very well.
All right, is there anything else?
Not on Mr. Tejeda's cases.
All right.
On-
And
Mr.
then your other client?
Yes, Judge. Mr. Gwynn.
Yes.
We have a plea agreement. He needs a Vietnamese English translator.
All right, Norma, is there a translator available for Vietnamese?
I think there is, Judge, but I need to request them through Maria, and it's probably gonna be not until next week, Judge.
Well, let's just call and see where we are. Just give us a moment, Mr. Shar.
Okay.
Yeah, let's first try to see if we can get one today. All right, Charles Bonk.
Yes, Judge.
Yes. Your client is Joshua Carroll.
Yes.
Okay, let's start with Mr. Carroll. What's happening with Mr. Carroll?
I believe we are going to request a trial setting.
All right, is Mr. Carroll here?
I believe he is.
Joshua Carroll, where are you?
Okay. We just spoke to him and, oh, there he is. I see him. He's in a red t-shirt, Judge.
Okay. Mr. Carroll, can you unmute yourself, please?
Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Carroll. It's my understanding that you're requesting a jury trial.
Yes, ma'am.
Depends, you received all the discovery?
We have, Judge.
Mr. Bonk, how long do you anticipate this trial taking?
Oh, probably in the 3 to 4 days at the most.
All right, Mr. Carroll,
Yes, ma'am.
you're going to come back on jury trial on June 21st. Mr. Bonk, are you going to be here June 21st? I forgot your dates.
Let me look. June. It looks like, yes, Judge, I am here June 21st.
All right, Mr. Carroll, your
ma'am.
trial date is going to be June 24th. You need to
Fourth or
appear.
first? I'm sorry.
I'm
did you
sorry,
say-
June 21st, sorry.
Okay.
You need to appear in the 187 District Court. That's 300 De La Rosa. That's on the 4th floor. You need to be dressed for jury trial.
Yes, ma'am.
June
All right.
21st. Yes, sir.
June 20, I keep saying June 24th. I don't know why, because I'm looking at different dates.
That's okay.
So June 21st, Mr. Carroll, do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you, Mr. Carroll. We'll see you on June 21st for your jury trial.
All right.
All right, you're excused, Mr.
I
Carroll.
need to see you. Oh, yeah. Thanks. Have a blessed day.
All right, thank you, you too. And Mr. Bonk, you have another person?
I have 2 more, Judge.
All right, who's your other person?
I have a young lady by the name of Rosalind Bagley. We have filed competency evaluations on her and we're awaiting those results.
All right, just give me one moment. All right, and is Ms. Bagley in custody?
She's in custody, Judge, so I don't believe she's with us today.
All right, let me find out what page she's on. I don't know if she's on the docket today. Norma is.
She might not be. She's on my calendar, but that doesn't mean anything.
Judge, I thought Kelly came in a couple of days ago. Didn't she come in on that case? Or
Yes,
something?
she did.
Yes.
So we took care of that. The order has been sent over.
Okay.
Everything has been checked on. We were supposed to bring her back in 30 days.
Okay, perfect.
All right, who's your other person?
It is Ronaldo Garcia. I'm here for Ms. McGinnis on that case. And if he's present, I hope he's present, but I don't know for a fact whether he is or not.
All right, is there a Ronaldo Garcia here?
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes. Mr. Garcia, you need to take your shades off. I don't know where you think you are, but you're in the courtroom.
May I break out with him?
Yes, Mr. Garcia,
Yes.
I'm gonna rename you. Just give me a moment so I'll know who you are. I'm gonna send you to a breakout room with your attorney. I'm gonna send you to breakout room number 2.
Thank you, Judge.
And Mr. Funk, let me find out what breakout room you were in.
I got you. I show being assigned to 3. There are 2. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, next person up is Eli Rico. Eli Rico.
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor. I'm here, Your Honor. Sorry about
Yes,
that.
what is happening with Carlos Hernandez?
We're just awaiting the psychological evaluation on him, Your Honor. It still hasn't been done.
Okay, just one moment. Okay, Norma, on Jose Carlos Hernandez, is your client on bond or in custody?
I'm sorry. Did you say Mr. Rico?
Yes, is your client on bond or in custody?
He's on bond, Your Honor. He's on bond.
All right, Jose Carlos Hernandez, where are you?
I'm here, Your Honor.
All right, Norma, what is the update on the psychological for Mr. Hernandez?
I got to check on that, Judge. Give me just a few minutes.
Mr. Hernandez, have you spoken to anyone?
No, I haven't, Your Honor.
All right, just give us a moment.
And Judge, they don't have a translator available right now. They have to order somebody from out of state.
All right, how long is that going to take?
A couple of days, because the one they had here local had a stroke.
All right, Alex Sharp, where are you?
Right here, Your Honor.
All right, Alex Sharp, we're going to reset your client because we don't have a translator.
Okay.
Number, what date do you want to bring him back?
We can probably do Wednesday, Judge, of next week. And I'll let Maria know that we need him by Wednesday.
Okay, so Mr. Sharp, are you available June 2nd?
Looking at that date, yes.
All right, we'll call your client back on June 2nd. What is your client's last name?
Glenn, Nguyen.
All right, we'll bring him back on June 2nd for a plea and we'll have a translator.
All right.
All right, you and your client are excused. Thank you for your patience.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
Have a great day.
You too. Everyone, just give me a moment. Brenda, do you see what page Mr. Nguyen is on?
Page 12.
Page 12, Judge.
Thank you.
Sorry, Brenda, I answered for you.
Hey, no problem. Anybody who's available, speak up. All right, James Toshi. James Toshi. All right, Robert, I'm sorry, Jade Norton.
Yes, excuse me. Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
we
what is happening with Mr. Terry?
We've conferred this morning. We're getting there. We're not quite there. We'd ask for a little more time to continue to confer with Mr. Sanders.
All right, has the state tendered an offer?
They tendered one and we are going to talk, but we're thinking we're going to counter with the state. They're going to look into a couple things to see if they're open to changing their offer as well.
All right, Norma, on Mr. James Terry, could you give them a 30-day reset, please?
Thank you, Judge.
And is your client,
July 1st.
all right, and is your client, Mr. Terry, here?
He is present on the Zoom. And I'm sorry, Judge, I couldn't hear what the date was.
It's going to be July 8th. Sorry.
July 8th? Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Terry, we'll see you and your attorney back on July 8th. You can appear by Zoom.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. You're excused. And
Thank
Norma,
you,
what page is that on?
I am looking for that one, Judge.
11.
Thank you. Hey, it's like a
Teamwork.
race. Yeah, you guys, teamwork makes the dream work. All right, Robert Maurer.
Judge, I have Brandon Guzman. It's a definite trial. He's got multiple cases.
All right, Mr. Guzman, I need you to mute yourself. Just give us a moment. You'll have a chance to speak.
Judge, it's just a question of the state deciding which case you want to go on. So I have an investigator that's been on board. I've gotten my discovery. I'm ready to go.
All right, just give me a moment. All right, Mr. Guzman, can you unmute now for me?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, my understanding you requested a jury trial.
That's right, ma'am.
All right. Norma. Do we have a lot on June 4th or no?
Judge, if I could, I am actually going to be in New Orleans on the 3rd and the 4th. My makeup honeymoon with my wife, but I can be ready the following week or the week after that. And I'm not.
Well, far be it from me to try to interfere with your marriage. So I'm going to try to keep you guys together.
Matchmaker, make me a match.
Yeah, okay. Do not come with Fiddler on the Roof, because otherwise all these songs come into my head.
Now they're stuck in your head.
Yes, thank you very much, Robert. All right. Norma?
Yes, ma'am.
Would you like to put this on the 22nd?
That's June, correct, Judge?
No, it would be July.
I have a vacation order from July 19th to the 27th.
Oh my goodness. Norma, what date do you want to put it?
Let me. Is the state around, Judge? Where's Tom?
Let me see.
I know Tom's going to be out a couple of days, so I think he's trying this case.
All right, Tom Nesbitt, are you here?
I'm here.
All right, what date would you like? Are you guys both available on Guzman?
With who? Marcus? I think it's a Marcus.
Brandon Guzman. Is it a Marcus case?
I mean, I'd sit with him.
All right, let me see Robert Maurer and Tom Nesbitt and Norma. Let me see you both in breakout room number 1. Everyone, continue to have patience in your pocket. We will be right back.
Patience in your pocket.
Oh, you gotta have patience in your pocket, Robert.
It's still showing me 7, Judge.
Okay, I just have to find where you are and move you.
Okay.
All right, I'm moving you to breakout room number 1.
Only doctors have patience outside their pockets.
I think I got the joke, but I'm not sure.
Oscar, why are you awake?
Waiting for Alfonso Otero.
I'm here, Hunter. Oh, do you want me to put you on a breakout room? Yeah, that'll be great.
Oh yeah, yeah. There we go. Let's do that.
All right. About number 24.
I don't see the case, but Eddie's supposed to be bringing in.
Has Kimball Ward checked in with any of y'all? I haven't seen her this morning and she has several cases on the docket.
I haven't seen her, Kate.
Okay. I'll be waiting.
Hunter, I need to confer with you on Garnica, but are you in charge of the class? Can you go to a breakout room with me now, or do we have to wait?
On what case?
It's Antoinette Garnica. I think you took it over from Alexandra, or at least she told me you were going to be taking it over.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, let me find us a room.
Does anybody know if the judge called me by any chance? I missed my spot.
I don't think since this morning, no.
Okay, thanks.
All right, Mr. Guzman, your trial is going to be set on June 21st. The court will not accept any plea bargain agreements on that date. Today is your final day to enter a plea if you were going to do that. Do you understand, Mr. Guzman?
Yes, ma'am, I do. I just want to know, can I speak with my lawyer for like 5 minutes real quick, please?
All right, Robert Maurer. Robert Maurer.
I'm here.
Hi, your client would like to speak to you.
I can think of nothing I would like more.
All right, I'm going to send you to breakout room number 2. And Mr. Guzman, if you could go to number 2.
Yes, ma'am, thank you.
And everyone, just give me one moment, please. All right, the next person up is Robert Porter.
Judge, I just need to speak to Mr. Blanco in the breakout room.
I'm sorry, Mr. Blanco.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. What breakout room were you in, Mr. Porter?
Oh, I was in 8.
You were in 8? All right,
Yes,
Mr. Blanco, I'm going to send you to breakout room number 8 to speak with your attorney. Next person up is Ron Ross.
Judge, I have 2 people, Gregory Morrison. I've talked to Tom. Tom needs some more time. He's got some investigations to do, which will affect what kind of offer he's able to give me. This is a relatively new case, new murder case.
Just one moment.
Okay.
I have to pull the file.
Yeah. So we just need a reset.
Norma, on Gregory Morrison, can you give them a 30-day reset, please?
July.
All right, on Gregory Morrison, then that is reset for July 8th.
I'm going to want to talk to him in just a minute, if I may, but I also have a David Thatcher.
Just 1 second, I have to find it on the docket.
Sure.
Page 11, Judge.
Thank you. All right, and you say Thatcher?
David Thatcher, he's here for sentencing.
Yes. Are
Yeah,
you ready to proceed?
Well, he should be in the courtroom there, I believe, but he's going to ask for another week or so. Allegedly, his wife today is in labor or going in labor, but they're going to induce it today. That was told to me this morning. So if he's there in the courtroom, he should be.
All right, is there a Thatcher in the courtroom?
He talked to me about, I guess 30, 40 minutes ago, he was having to take a bus down.
All right, is there David Thatcher in the courtroom?
No, Judge, he's not.
All right, your client's not here?
May I talk to Mr. Morrison and I'll be on hold and see if Thatcher shows up?
Yes. Mr. Morrison, your new attorney is going to be Ron Ross. I'm going to send you to a breakout room. Mr. Ross, what breakout room were you in?
I was in 9 with Tom earlier.
All right, Mr. Thatcher, if you, I'm sorry, Mr. What is his name?
Morrison.
Mr. Morrison. You know what? If I remember the doors, I'll remember that name. All right, Galaxy, if you'll go to a breakout room with your attorney, he's in breakout room number 9.
Okay.
And if you'll quit, please, changing your name. I rename you with your correct name. So when you change your name and it's no name, I don't know how you're expecting the court to remember that. So I'm sending you to number 9. All right, the next person up is Scott Hill.
Yes, Judge.
Yes.
I have 2 clients. First one's Emily Pacheco.
Yes.
I'm gonna need a trial date on that, Judge. I need to secure a witness. It's currently a resident prison system at Dominguez.
What is her full name, please?
Emily Garcia Pacheco.
Sorry. All right, Emily Garcia Pacheco.
Yes, ma'am.
Jury call. How are you doing today?
Good. Yourself, Your Honor?
Oh, I'm doing great.
Awesome.
All right, so.
Judge, you sent me to 9 and you said a Hernandez there. I need to see Morrison, Gregory.
I'm so
I sent you a
sorry.
chat, Judge.
Thank you. You're in 9. I'll move you to a different breakout room from 9.
You're gonna move me someplace else?
Yes, I'm gonna move you to number 6.
Mr. Morrison is there, correct?
Yes. Thank you, Brenda. You're on it. I appreciate it. All right. On your case with Ms. Pacheco, is this going to be a short trial?
1 to 2 days, Judge. I just need some time to secure a witness that's staying at Dominguez right now, prison. So if I just
all right, if you let Norma know, she'll probably be able to help you with obtaining your witness. But Ms. Pacheco, this case has been going on since 2020 of January. I'm going to set you for June 4th. So you'll need to be in the courtroom. It's 300 De La Rosa, the 4th floor, Ms. Pacheco.
Okay, yes, ma'am.
Judge, doesn't it take at least 2 weeks to secure those prisoners? Or...
We'll see you on June 4th.
Okay, Judge.
All right, thank you.
I have another client, Judge, Vong Fatke.
All right, just 1 second. And Ms. Pacheco, you're excused unless Mr. Hill, did you need to speak with Ms. Pacheco?
No, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
then-
Have a good day.
Thank you, you too. Thanks for coming.
Bye-bye.
And then Newfound Von Fatke, what's happening with that case?
I need a trial date as well on that, Judge.
All right, Brenna, do you see him on the docket?
Yes, ma'am. Page
5.
All right, is this going to be a long trial?
2 to 3 days, Judge.
All righty. I'll see you on June 4th. Mr. Bonke, you need to be in the 187th District Court on June 4th at 9 a.m. It's 300 De La Rosa, 4th floor.
Yes, ma'am.
Judge, am I going to try those back to back or is that?
We'll see which one goes.
Okay, Judge.
All right. Thank you.
Have a good day.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Your Honor, may I take a
Shannon
moment?
Locke.
Oops.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Hi.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Steve Sancho.
Hello. Yes,
Hello.
I'm here for Steve Sancho. I sent our motion to modify. I put that in the chat.
Is your
Or not in the chat.
full name Stephen Sancho?
Yes, ma'am.
Is your case indicted or no?
It is indicted. Yes, Your Honor.
All right, for some reason, I don't have that file. So just give me a moment. To the clerks in the back, I need the file on Stephen Sancho.
And I did email the motion, Your Honor, to yourself and to Ms. Ferguson, if that helps.
All right.
And also to Mr. Martin.
All right, just one moment. All right, thank you. All right, I'm just waiting for them to bring me the file. Rick Crow. Rick Crow.
Yes, I'm here, Judge.
Yes,
Yes,
what
I'm
is
here.
happening with your client, Adam Baez?
Your Honor, I had filed a motion. There was a CPS report that wasn't available previously, and I had to do a motion to have the court sign an order allowing me to have access to it. And so I guess I need to have that looked at and signed. And then I also filed a motion for continuance. I hired a co-counsel. We're on a trial track, and I'm hiring a trial attorney, a local trial attorney, to assist me with this trial. And we need to meet with him and my client.
All right, I'm showing
to go over all of the evidence and the CPS report.
Okay, I'm showing that this case has been going on since January 30th, 2020. Offer was tendered June 4th. There was acknowledgement of discovery due, it was done. Then a new offer was tendered on September 24th. On October 5th, the plea offer was rejected. And it was said that CPS records were needed. So there is a recall for CPS records on October 26th. Then it was recalled for October 29th. Then there was a regular reset for discovery compliance. Your client was excused. Then on January 28, 2021, plea deadline expired. On May 6, 2021, it says all discovery received per defense attorney. That's what I wrote in my notes. This is coming back on
Right,
June.
Your Honor, and
Yes.
Your Honor, when it was right after we had left that hearing, my client called me immediately afterward and asked me about the CPS case. And I don't know if you remember that date. I came back onto the Zoom, and I was mistaken. I didn't see it in my notes, and then that's when I talked to Mr. Martin. And that's when I discovered I needed to do that motion. I believe Mr. David Martin can confirm this.
All right, Mr. Adam Baez, where are you?
Here, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Baez, you're coming back to court on July 7th for a jury trial. It's 187th District Court. It's 300 De La Rosa. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we will see you all then for jury trial.
You said July 7th, Your Honor?
Your Honor,
July 7th.
Your Honor, I still need that. Your Honor, I still need that evidence.
All right, then you need to file your motion. Court will hear it.
I already did, Your Honor. It's been on file. And even Mr. Martin has already, we conferred about it, and he says we just need the judge to sign the order.
All right, to the clerks, I'm being told that there is a motion that's been filed in Adam Valle's case. What is the title of the motion?
It is a motion for production of evidence from Child Protective Services.
All right, to the clerks, if you can pull that motion for me, please. And Brenna, what page is Valle on?
7.
Right,
Judge, I'm sorry to interrupt. Are we done with Guzman? Because it seems like he keeps getting up and the deputy.
Yes, we're done with Mr. Guzman. Could you unmute yourself, please?
He took off his headphones, Judge.
I don't know. Well, let him go.
Oh, here you go.
You want me to go ahead and tell him to take him back?
Mr. Guzman,
Yes, ma'am.
what is your issue?
I have no idea. I wanted to know if I was done. I already talked to Mr. Maurer.
All right, so that's all you have to do is ask.
I
There's
didn't
no
want to
need
interrupt you,
act.
ma'am.
You know, it's Thursday. Don't make it until Monday. Normally, you can let them know that L2 can go back. Have a great rest of your day, okay?
Yes, ma'am. You too.
All right, thank you.
I know.
Just sit there. Just sit there until they remove you, so there will be no issues,
But
okay?
that's not the case. All right. I mean.
All right, Mr. Valle, we're bringing you back on July 7th for jury trial. You need to appear in the 187 District Court. It's 300 De La Rosa. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Crow, I have your
Yes.
motion, but there's no order attached to it.
Oh,
So
I'm
if
sorry, I
you-
apologize, Your Honor. I'll, that's the easiest way to get it to you.
Oh, just send it to the clerks.
To e-file it or directly to your staff?
Just, you can directly send it to Miss Ferguson or either to the clerks.
Okay, I'll get it done right now.
All right, thank you. Everyone, just give me a moment. Martin Guerra,
Your Honor, yes, we have conferred. I conferred with David Martin regarding Sam Amaya.
yes,
We do not have an agreement. We're requesting a trial setting.
okay. Sam Amaya, are you here?
Your Honor, he is actually in the courtroom. Yeah, I was a
All
little
right,
confused because in the past, he'd always been on Zoom, but the email I received it instructed him to appear in person, so.
Okay. I mean, usually people have to appear in person when there are some issues on Zoom. Mr. Amaya, my understanding you want a jury trial, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. We're going to bring you back on July 7th. You need to be in person in the 187 District Court. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we will see you then for jury trial. The court will not accept Mr. Amaya. The court will not accept any plea bargain agreements after today. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Garrett, do you need to speak with Mr. Amaya at all?
No, Your Honor, we'll talk in private later on.
All right, Mr. Amaya. You are excused. Matthew Allen,
Yes, Judge.
Mr. Donaldson, you want a jury trial?
Yes, Judge.
Hey, Leslie, for my client, Ms. Betancourt, yesterday, I told y'all CPM. Can we-
People never mute. It's like everybody can hear your conversations. All right, Matthew Allen, who's the prosecutor we're dealing with on this case?
It was Marcus Sanders and Tom Nesbitt.
All right, Marcus Sanders and
Yes.
Tom Nesbitt. Can I see you all in breakout room number 1, please? And Mr.
Sure.
Allen, what breakout room were you in?
I wasn't, Judge.
I'll see you in breakout room number 1, please. And Ms. Ferguson, if you could come to 1. All right, everyone, I appreciate your patience. Mr. Guzman is gone. And then Paul Donaldson. Paul Donaldson, where are you?
I'm here.
Mr. Donaldson?
I'm here.
Okay,
I'm here,
just
right?
thank you. All right, Mr. Donaldson, we're going to come back on your jury trial. My understanding, you want a jury trial, so we're going to give you a jury trial. And your jury trial is scheduled for June 21st. So we will see you then. Do you have any questions about anything, about the process or anything?
On that day, do I pick a jury or?
Yes,
how does it
jury
work?
selection will begin on that day.
Okay, thank you. The
All right,
21st The 21st?
21st, yes.
Your Honor, can I go to a box with Mr. Griffin? I apologize for late, but I've been in Seguin. I'm in between, Judge.
All right, Norma, can you let them know that 13B can go back?
Yes, ma'am.
And Ed Bartholomew, I'll send you to breakout room number 2.
Thank you. Hey, Judge, if I have to leave, it's because they're going to call me to finish a plea over there. There's a 12-page docket.
All righty.
Thank you,
Okay,
Judge.
you're welcome. The next person up is Johnny Cisneros.
This is Donaldson. Am I excused?
Yes, a deputy will come remove you, so just remain there. They don't like everyone wandering around. All right, Johnny Cisneros.
Yes, ma'am. I spoke to David and we're still in a trial docket, trial situation, please.
All right, Mr. Wilborn, where are you?
Here, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Wilborn, it's the court's understanding you want a jury trial?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Norma, what day do you want to bring Mr. Wilborn back? July 7th, is that okay?
That's fine, Judge.
All right, Mr. Wilborn, you're going to need to be in the 187 District Court on July 7th at 9 a.m. It's 300 De La Rosa. That's when we will begin our jury trial. The court will not accept any plea bargain agreements on that day. If you enter a plea, it will have to be open to the court. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, defense, do you have all the discovery?
To my knowledge, I do. Yes, ma'am.
All right, then you and your client are excused.
Thank you. Everybody stay healthy.
All right, thank you. Thank you for your patience. Have a good one. And Brenda, what page is he? I see it. Ronald Ortman. Ronald Ortman.
Yes, right here.
Hi,
Yes,
your
right
client is
here.
requesting a jury trial.
Yes, exactly.
All right, is your client on custody? I mean,
He
in
is.
custody or on bond?
Custody.
All right, Mr. Kuko, could you unmute for me, please?
Yes, Your Honor.
My understanding is you're requesting a jury trial?
Your Honor, a trial by you would be sufficient with me. I feel like it's a waste of time and jurors. I'm just, like I said from the get-go, I just want to tell the truth. And I know that you are, I can see how you are level-headed. You'll see right through to the truth. So that's what I would prefer.
All right, is this criminal trial division or family violence?
Marcus Sanders is the ADA on it.
Marcus Sanders? Marcus Sanders, are you there?
Yes, Judge.
Mr. Kuko is requesting a bench trial. I don't know if Mr. Ortman is in agreement to a bench trial. I don't know if the state is in agreement to a bench trial. Would you all like to discuss it? Mr. Kuko is charged with aggravated robbery.
Yes, I can discuss it with him.
All right, Mr. Ortman, I'm going to send you to a breakout room. State will go into the breakout room. We'll discuss a bench trial. And Mr. Kuko, If the state and your defense counsel agree to a bench trial, then we will make that happen for you, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. So, Mr. Ortman, I've sent you to breakout room number 3.
Perfect, thanks.
You're welcome. Carlos Martinez.
Yes, Your Honor. We have conferred with the DA and they have made me an offer today, this morning. And I would just like some time so that I can convey that to my client. And
Is your client in custody or on bond?
he's on bond, Judge. He should be on soon.
All right, Albert Lamone, where are you?
I'm right here.
All right, Norma, on Mr. Lamone, can I have a 30-day reset?
Sorry, Judge, July 8th.
All right, we'll be back on July 8th. You can appear by Zoom. And that will be the time when the state will give you your offer.
All right.
All right, and Mr. Martinez, if you don't have anyone else with us, you and your client are excused.
Thank you, Judge. Have a good
All
one.
right, thank you for your patience. Have a good rest of your day.
Thank you, ma'am.
Your Honor, may I be placed into a breakout room with my client, Mr. Stephen Quintero? He's in the Bexar County Jail.
Okay, let me find out where you are, Mr. Gebbia. Okay,
It's
I'm
on
gonna
number
move you to
3.
I'm gonna move you to number 4.
Thank you.
And Mr. Quintero, if you could go to number 4 for me, please.
Judge, can I go into a breakout room with my client, Avila, in jail?
All right, Anthony Cantrell, were you previously in a breakout room?
Yes, ma'am, number 19.
All right, I see where you had zoomed out. I'll send you to number 5. And who's your client?
Avila?
Mr. Avila, if you go to number 5 to meet with your attorney, please.
Thank you.
You're welcome. The next person up is Michael White.
Honor, I have Willie Jackson, and I need a trial setting on that. We've done all the conferring we possibly can with the state already, and we want a trial.
All right, Mr. Jackson, where are you? Willie Jackson? All right, Mr. White, I don't see your client here, so if you will see if you can get your client to appear.
Yeah, he was there.
All right, Mr. John Fox, who do you have?
Judge, good morning. I have Antoinette Garnica.
And you know you're gonna have to spell the last name.
It's Garnica. It's 2020-0679, if that.
All right, is it criminal child division or family violence?
I believe it's with Hunter, so I'm guessing family.
CTD.
violence.
It's CTD, Judge.
CTD, yeah.
All right, Mr. Fox, I'm gonna send you,
Well, Hunter and I have conferred already, Judge. There's been a slight adjustment to the plea offer. I've received some new discovery on that case recently, some audio files supposedly dealing with a confession. So I need some time to go over those. Are you comfortable with giving me that July 8th date, or do you have a different date in mind?
all right, how long do you need to look over?
Yeah, where are you?
Well, Judge, I can review them. I'm actually due back with you on June 4th on another matter. So if you wanted to set me for that, but I heard that's kind of I thought I heard some trial settings being put on that date. So I figured that might not be good.
Oh, no, that will be good. What are you getting from the state? That's what my question
No,
is.
I received it from the other day. It's audio files, some jailhouse, jail calls that are kind of lengthy that I have to keep going through.
All right, Norma, on Antoinette Garnica, can you recall this in 3 weeks' time? And that date will be your plea deadline date, Mr. Fox.
That's fantastic, Judge. That'll work just fine.
All right, thank you.
And I'll be in touch with if we can get a plea worked out, I'll be in touch with Hunter via email so he can get the paperwork to me if that's the way we're going to go before that date.
All right, thank you.
All right. And she's here. Is she excused, Judge?
Oh, just 1 second. Norman, what's the 3-week date?
June 21st.
All right, so we'll come back on June 21st.
Look, Judge, let me, if I can check that real quick. That's a Monday. Yeah, that'll work. That's fine. Thank you.
All right, that will be the plea deadline date. You and your client are excused.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right, Michael Cox, I'm sorry,
Your
Cornelius
Honor?
Cox.
Hmm.
Yes, Mr. White?
Yeah, my client has been on Zoom all this time. He says that his picture isn't showing on it, but he's on the Zoom, but he can't make his picture show.
All right, just give me a moment, Mr. White.
All right.
Cornelius
Cornelius
Cox.
Cox is here. Yes, Judge. And we just need a trial date.
All right, just give me 1 moment. Let me find your file.
Cedric Johnson.
All right, is your client here?
He's in the courtroom, Judge.
All right, Mr. Johnson. Hi, my understanding you're requesting a jury trial?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. We will see you back on June 4th.
Okay.
And that will be your jury trial date. The court will not accept any plea bargain agreements on that date. The court will only accept a plea open to the court. And Mr. Cox, did you all want a jury trial or a bench trial?
Jury trial, Judge.
All right, we will see you then.
All right, thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. And he's excused. All right, Mr. White, your client, and Mr. Cox, you're excused. All right, Ronald Ortman, is it going to be a jury trial? Or Mr. Kuko?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Kuko, where are you? Yes, 1 moment. I think I have like 60 people on this screen, Norma, today. All right, Norma, Mr. Kuko is no longer with us. Can you have them have
Still in
Mr.
three, Judge, no?
Let me see. All right, Mr. Ortman, can you go to breakout room number 3 and retrieve your client from breakout room number 3, please? All right, Michael White on Willie Jackson.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, let me grab his file. Just give me a second. And I saw him zoom in. So you're Mr. Jackson?
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, do you want a jury trial or a bench trial?
A bench would be suffice, ma'am.
All right, Mr. White, do you want to discuss with your client whether or not he wants a jury trial or a bench trial? He's
We want
requesting
a
a
jury
bench
trial,
trial.
Your Honor. Jury trial.
Jury, okay.
All right, Mr. Jackson,
Yes,
Mr.
ma'am.
White,
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
sir.
I'm not interfering in your abilities to communicate with your client, but do you want to go into a breakout room and discuss with your client because he's saying he's requesting a bench trial? And that's one of the things where defendants are allowed to choose. So would you like to speak to him about that? If you're requesting a jury trial, the court, of course, will give you a jury trial. But would you like to speak with your client and explain to him the reason you're requesting a jury trial?
Yes. I thought
All
we
right.
had that there, but I'll do it again.
All right,
Yes.
thank you. I'm going to see you out of. Okay, so he said he'll go with what you say. So you want a jury trial, Mr.?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, a jury.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, is this a family violence case?
It's an elderly violence case.
All right.
It was his
Brenda,
wife,
do
but
you-
for some reason or other, they didn't charge him with as a family. They did it as an elderly person.
Brenda, do you see what page this is on?
He's on the recall, Judge.
All right, who's going to be trying this case?
I'm sorry, what's that?
All right, we're actually here on this. It says we're here for discovery compliance. You've received all the discovery, correct?
Yes, and I assured the court with, I e-filed a acknowledgement of discovery.
All right. And who's the state, who's going to be trying this? He says the complainant is the defendant's wife, but it's listed as a criminal trial division case.
Yeah, as an elderly.
Does anyone know?
I'm looking, Judge.
Thank you. That way I'll know which date to put it on.
Judge, is listed as a 701 in the system.
Okay, so it's a family violence. Who have you been conferring with, Mr. White?
Let me see.
Judge, it looks like Joe Ray sent discovery back in April.
All right, Joe Ray. Is Joe Ray here today or no? David Martin? He's in a breakout room. All right, I'm going to give you a trial date.
Good.
Remember what date should we put him on? And it's 701.
All right, Judge, we can put him on the 4th.
All right, we'll see you back on June 4th. Mr. Jackson, you're going to need to appear in court on June 4th. It's 300 De La Rosa, 187 District Court. The court
Yes,
will
ma'am.
not accept any plea bargaining agreements at that time. The court will only accept pleas that are open to the court. Mr. White, we'll see you in
Yes,
court
ma'am.
on June 4th.
June 4th, all right.
What's the time again, please?
It's 9 a.m. It's June 4th.
Yes, ma'am.
300
ma'am.
De La Rosa.
Thank you, ma'am.
187 District Court. Thank you. Have a good day,
Yes,
Mr.
yes.
Jackson.
Thank you. I wish you'd sing.
See you, Willie.
All right. The next person up
Okay, bye.
is
Thank
Cal Simpson. Cal Simpson. All right. Michael Collins.
Yes, Your Honor. I think we've reached an agreement on Nathan Estrada. I've reached it with David Martin. We've agreed though to enter a plea on one of his misdemeanor cases and TIC, the felony here, and the other misdemeanor.
All right.
I put a call into county court. I put a call into county court 12, Your Honor, just now, and I tried to talk to the coordinator, but they're on a Zoom hearing. The clerk says he won't be available to talk to me till at least 2 o'clock this afternoon. So I'm just waiting for that to figure out when they can fit us in over there and get the paperwork
Who's the
started.
judge
Your
in
Honor.
county court number 12?
Judge Huff, Your Honor.
All right, just one moment. Everyone give me a moment. All right, Mr. Collins, just give us a moment. They may be able to take your plea today. Just give me a second.
As long as I can get the paperwork done, I'll be happy to do it.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Collins. Just give me a moment.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Gerardo Flores. Gerardo Flores. Jasmine Sandoval.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, what is happening with your client?
At this moment, we're requesting a reset. We have conferred with prosecution on this case and.
Who's your client?
Oh, sorry, Elzar Flores, Elijah Flores. Excuse me.
Here.
So have you all received all the discovery?
Yes, Your Honor, we have.
All right, Norma, on Elazar Jacob Flores, can you give them a 30-day reset, please?
July 8th.
All right, July
Thank you,
8th.
Your Honor.
Oh, I'm sorry, who's speaking? All right, Ms. Sandoval,
Yes, Your
July
Honor.
8th is your plea deadline date. The court will not accept any plea bargain agreements after that date. We'll see you by Zoom on July 8th at 9 a.m.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. You and your client are excused.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Bria, what page are they on?
Page 11.
Thank you.
Judge, can you send my client Delano Daniels into breakout room 5 to confer with me?
You're welcome. Are they on bond?
Yes, Judge.
And you say number 5?
Breakout room 5, that's where I was in.
Yes. Thank you, Mr. Navy. Mr. Daniels, if you'll go to 5, please. All right,
Your
Monica
Honor,
Guerrero. I'm
Please,
sorry,
go.
everyone. I'm going down the line in order you appear. So I will get to everyone, trust me. Monica Guerrero on Adam Gonzalez.
I've conferred again with Mr. Sanders, and I believe we're still going to need a jury trial, Judge.
Okay, have you received all the discovery?
I have, Your Honor.
All right, Norma, can we recall this in 30 days, please?
July 8th.
All right, we're going to come back on July 8th. Ms. Guerrero, in this court, I give everyone a plea deadline date, and I haven't given you one yet. So July 8th is a plea deadline date. And on that date, if your client does not enter a plea, I will give him his trial date.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, is your client in custody or on bond?
He is on bond. I think he's under one of the galaxies.
All right, where is Adam Gonzalez? Adam Gonzalez. Adam Gonzalez.
Okay, well, he told me he was here. I talked to him when I was talking to Mr. Sanders.
All right, if you can have him zoom in for me.
Let me text him.
Marcus, I sent you a chat.
All right, the next person up is
Hello.
Anthony. Yes.
Monica.
Oh, is this your client under Salmon's Galaxy?
Yes, yes. Yes,
All
ma'am.
right, Mr. Adam Gonzalez, we're going to come back on July 8th. That will be your plea deadline date. After that date, the court will not accept any plea bargain agreements. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you and your attorney are excused.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Q, is your case a plea or is it a motion to revoke?
It will be both, actually. There's an MTR and a new number 1, and I am just waiting on the paperwork from Hunter. And I texted him and chatted him, and I haven't heard back.
I'm right here. I'm working on it. The file's too big, Judge, and Marcus is helping me, but I am actively working on it with you.
Okay, and let me just tell you, I appreciate everyone's patience. If I could give everyone banana splits and rainbows and unicorns, I would. But the only thing I can do right now is say thank you for not making today a Monday, and thank you everyone for your patience. And if you see someone running out of patience, somebody empty your pockets and give them a little. But Hugh, thank you so much for your patience, because I know you have been ready from the very beginning to take care of that plea, but we're going to make it happen.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Marco Bass.
Morning, Judge. We're here on the aggravated assault. There's a couple of unindicted drug cases, so we're waiting on those. I guess if we can, do we get a trial date?
Okay, what is your client's last name?
Turribiates, Turru, and then I think you have Biates. He's here, Judge.
Okay.
Judge, is there any way we can wait on those drug charges to be indicted instead of, coming back in 30 days?
Oh, no. This aggravated assault case is pretty old. So I haven't given you a plea deadline date. So I'm going to give you a plea deadline date. Do you know, because I guess they're still waiting on lab reports?
No, we got the lab reports now, Judge. We were waiting on that, coming back every 30 days. We got those now. And the reason I asked, Judge, is because that's the case that we're on here is the weakest of them all. And it's,
well, I understand what you're saying, but I can't say that it's the weakest of them all because I haven't read any police reports or anything. Yeah. So on this one, if the state wants to go on it, they're going to go on it. If they don't want to go on it, they're going to dismiss it. But I haven't given your client a plea deadline date yet. So I'm going to give him a plea deadline date. And his plea deadline date is July 8th. And after that, the court will not accept any plea bargaining agreements and the court will give him his jury trial date. And just so everyone knows, all these dates I'm giving you for jury trials, it is actually going on that date because we actually have jurors that are scheduled and I'm not going to have jurors waiting. Anything else, Mr. Bass?
No, that's it. Appreciate it. Thank you, Judge.
All right. Thank you.
All right.
All right. Anthony Cantrell.
Yes, Your Honor. Avila, Bufalino, Avila, I think we're set for trial. We've already received a plea deadline, I'm pretty sure.
All right. Is your client in custody or on bond?
He is in custody.
All right. Do you want a bench trial or jury trial?
Jury trial.
Number, what date would you like to put this for jury trial? I think it's criminal trial division. And it's aggravated assault and aggravated kidnapping. Who would be trying this?
I've been conferring with Marcus, but I don't know who's going to be trying it.
Norma?
I'm looking at the dates, Judge. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Is Tom going to sit with him on this case? Do you know? Marcus? Where's Marcus? Probably.
You know what? Put it down for August 6th, Norma. Or either do it on July 17th.
You said July 17th?
Yes. I'm sorry, July 7th.
We'll do July 7th, Judge.
Okay.
So what was that? Was anything, you didn't mean August 6th?
No, July 7th.
July 7th. Okay.
Yes. Mr. Avila, we're going to have your jury trial on July 7th. All right, Norma, can you let them know that L3 can go back? Mr. Avila, the court will not accept any further plea bargaining agreements. The only plea the court will accept is a plea that's open to the court. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Norma, can you let them know that L3 can go back?
Thank you, Judge.
I can stay in my own little bubble, do what I gotta do.
Yes. All right, Mr. Cantrell, do you need anything else with us?
No, Your Honor. Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right. Richard Langlois. Richard Langlois. Anthony Smith.
Right here, Judge.
Yes, who is your client?
It's Cianita Ray, and she's in the courtroom.
All right, Miss Ray, could I see you, please?
It's like at large, or it hasn't been even filed or anything yet.
Cianita Ray.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have the blue sheet. I'll be with them in just a minute. Thank you.
I know.
Cianita Ray,
Yes, ma'am.
your attorney tells me you want a jury trial, is that correct?
Yes.
All right, the court will not accept any further plea bargain agreements. Ms. Ferguson, this is family violence. What day can we set them? And set them someday in July, please? Or either we can do June 4th.
June 4th would be too early for me, Judge, to get
Yeah, I
that.
was gonna say, it's an SBI case, Judge.
Oh, you're on mute, Mr. Martin.
Sorry, Judge, I thought it was unmuted. Just July 7th, Judge.
Pushing my space bar.
Okay. Push the space bar, David.
I am.
But we can't hear you. All right, we're coming back July 7th. That's the jury trial.
Y'all here? What day?
Oh,
Judge?
well, July 7th.
Okay.
Miss Ray?
I'm out of the continental United States starting.
Okay, why does David Martin keep pushing his bar when he doesn't want people to hear what he's saying?
Judge, I can hear him.
Okay, see, you can't.
Right, Tom, you can hear me.
Norma?
Of course, I'm sitting right behind him, though.
How long is this jury trial going to last?
I'd say at least a few days. Well, I guess it depends. Are we still going to have Zoom dockets in the mornings, or are we going to just do trial?
Oh, this is going to be all day.
It's gonna be an all-day thing. Yeah, I'm moving everything out.
Okay,
So-
I'd say probably no more than 3 days.
All right, so what witnesses are you guys not going to have for June 4th? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Probably the medical people.
All day.
So, I mean,
People-
can we? Well, let's see if we can get the medical people. Because, I mean, do we know for sure we're not going to have medical people? Because this has been going on for since June 2020.
Yeah, and I don't know if that for sure, but oh, and I also have a jury summons for June 6th. So I'll actually.
Oh, you do?
Yes.
All right. So tell them that you would love to be there for their summons, but you're actually trying a case. And I don't know. I don't know if defense.
I don't know if
attorneys
Jennifer
would let
Pena
them.
would like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think work is an excuse to get out of jury duty, Judge.
Well, I mean, Bobby Gebby, are you going to select Mr. Martin on the jury?
I might.
All right, Norma, on Sienna Ray, call this for June 4th.
You want it June 4th, not July 7th, Judge, then? Move
No,
it.
June 4th. Mr. Martin says he's not going to be in the US.
All right, June 4th.
All right, Ms. Ray, you're up for jury trial on June 4th. You need to be in the 187th District Court. It's 300 De La Rosa, 4th floor, June 4th for jury trial. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, the court will not accept any plea bargain agreements after today. If you later decide to enter a plea bargain agreement, court will not accept it. It will have to be open to the court. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, good luck to you. We'll see you on June 4th. Brenna, what page is that on?
Page 7.
Yeah, thank you.
Judge, may I approach? This is Kyle Simpson.
Just one moment. Rusty Geyer.
I am here, Judge. I do not have all the discovery. I think eventually we'll end up on the trial docket, but I'm not ready.
Who's your client?
Oh, I apologize, Your Honor. His name is James Madrone.
Norma, on James Madrone, can you give this a 30-day reset, please, for discovery?
Come back on July 9th.
All right, we'll see you back on July 9th for discovery.
Thank you, Judge. May I be excused?
Yes, is your client here, James Madrone?
He is, Your Honor. He's been logged on the entire time. I went off for another hearing before Judge Carruthers.
All right.
But anyway, yes, he's here.
James
Thank you.
Madrone, where are you?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Madrone, we're going to be back on July 7th by Zoom, and it's for discovery, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you're excused, and your attorney is excused.
Judge, it's July 9th, not the 7th, the 9th.
July
I'm
9th.
sorry, July 9th.
Okay.
July 9th, Mr. Madrone.
Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Number, what page is he on?
12.
Oh, thank you.
Judge, I have the same type of discovery issue with Marcus. There's some co-ban that they don't have yet. So could we get my?
Just one moment, Mr. Bond.
Okay, thank you. Sorry.
Bobby Gibbia.
Hello, Judge. I had two cases with you. Miss Gondara. I've conferred with Tom Nisbet. We do expect some resolution there. We are asking for a 30-day reset to continue our investigation.
Just one moment. Norma, on Miss Hanan Gandara. Could they have a 30-day reset, please?
July 8th.
All right, when you come back on July 8th, at that time, I will give you a plea deadline date.
Thank you, Judge.
All right,
And then I
she's
have
excused. Just one second, I have to find it on the
No
docket.
problem. You're excused, Miss Gondara. We'll be in touch with you, okay?
Page 12, Judge.
Thank you. All right, and who's your other client?
Mr. Quintero is in the Bexar County Jail. He is asking for a jury trial. Well, I've been conferring with David Martin. So
All
it's
right,
a
does your
CT
client have a
family
middle
violence.
name?
Ray. Stephen
Right.
Ray Quintero.
Ah, there we go. All right, and your client's requesting a jury trial?
Correct, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Martin? Are we able to set this for July 7th?
Quintero.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, jury trial will be July 7th. Mr. Cantero?
Well, wait a minute, Judge. Wait a minute, Judge. I wasn't thinking there for a second. I'm not available on July the 7th. I'm going on vacation that week. Can we push it out a week?
All right, let me see. Then we'll have to put it on June 21st.
Okay, that's better.
Norma, is June 21st okay to set them for jury or no? Okay, Norma's saying no. So the next date will be July 22nd.
Thank you.
Norma, is July 22nd okay? Mr. Martin, are you going to be here or out of town?
Well, that'll be Joe Ray's case, so the 22nd.
All right, so July 22nd will be your jury trial date, Mr. Quintero. The court will not accept any plea bargain agreements. If you decide to enter a plea, it will have to be open to the court.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, do you have anyone else with us?
No, Your Honor.
All right, you're excused. Thank you.
Thank you. And Mr. Quintero's in jail, so he can be excused as well.
Yes, let me see what number he is. So that Norma will know. 14N can be excused, Norma. All right, Miguel Nahara, you have Mr.
Gavino Vara, Your Honor.
Yes, what is happening on this case?
I have conferred with Mr. Nisbet. Our plea date has passed. We're just waiting on our trial date, Your Honor.
Is your client in custody?
No, Your Honor, he is on bond. He is signed in as LG Stylo 6.
All right, Mr. Nesbitt, if I can see you in breakout room number 1. Courtroom, if you can go to 1.
Yes, Your Honor.
And Ms. Ferguson, if you could go to number 1, please. And everyone, just give us a moment. Oh, okay. So, just, what's it, you know, that's it? Try to look at the case, yeah.
That's more for racial protection.
And ask her if he did have a gun?
Or just, I mean, at this point, we're not moving forward with this case. It's a little tricky. But if he does contact her, if that's a violation of probation, but if he will transfer it to the gun or whatever, he can't have that. So it's.
All right, Mr. Brooks. Will Brooks? Will Brooks. All right, Nathaniel Navy. All right, Rick Crow, you raising your hand?
Yes, Judge. I emailed the order for the CPS records. Mr. Martin responded back that the order didn't have anything with regard to a protective order.
Yes.
And I had never done one of these motions and orders before, and I had asked some other attorneys what should be in the order.
All right, well, here's the thing, Mr. Crow. Once you send that to the court, and if you'll just send it to email to David Martin, and you all include me in the email, I will sign it. We won't need to have a hearing. And if I get that today,
Judge,
if I receive that today, it will be signed today.
I had already sent it to Miss Ferguson, and I also sent it to Mr. Martin. So I didn't have your email address.
No, Mr. Martin will put my email address. He will put once you mail it to him, he'll include my email in it to you.
Okay.
All right, I just don't give my email out live.
Okay,
on YouTube.
perfect.
Norma, on Mr. Kuko, they say they've reached.
Perfect. I understand.
Thank you. And Norma, on Mr. Kuko, they say they've reached an agreement.
Okay.
All right, and so Mr. Crow, just send that to me and I will sign it.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Kyle Simpson, you've been waiting patiently.
Yes, Judge.
Yes.
My client, we've conferred, David Martin and I have conferred, and we are not at an agreement. We need to get a trial date. My client has been on the whole time, but she has a real bad connection, and I'm not sure she's on there right now.
No, I've seen your client because her last name is unusual. So I've seen her here.
Right.
David, when do you all want to do a jury trial on this? How long will it take?
Oh, it won't take long.
All right. So do you want to put it in June or early July?
July works better for me, Judge.
Yeah, we can do the 7th.
Norman, is the 7th okay for a jury trial on Jalissa Sedbury?
Yes, ma'am, that's fine.
All right, Mr. Simpson, the court will not accept any plea bargain agreements. After today, the court will only accept pleas that are open to the court, and your client will need to be in the courtroom at 9 a.m.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you. You are excused and your client is excused.
Thank you.
All right, Eli Rico, you've been
Yes, Your Honor.
patiently waiting and you have the little yellow hand up.
Yes, Your Honor. I'm sorry about that, Your Honor.
Oh, no, that's fine.
Okay.
Yes.
So I'm just waiting to see on Carlos Hernandez. I guess it's for the psych evaluation. It was ordered a while back, but it still hasn't been done. And I think that's all we're waiting for at this point.
Okay. Norma, what were you able to get an update on that? I know we've been very busy.
They've been trying to get a hold of the doctor, Judge. He just doesn't have a secretary that keeps a calendar for him. So he just does the evaluation whenever he has a scheduled opening. So they're gonna email him. MagCourt's gonna email him, try to get a date for us. And so they'll email us with a specific date when it's gonna happen.
All right. Is there any way then on Mr. Hernandez, we can call it for maybe 3 weeks to see where we are? Because I don't want him to drop off.
Yes, ma'am. We can come back on the 17th.
On the 17th,
Yes. That will be for the update on the psych eval. So we'll see you on June 17th.
Well, Your Honor, the only problem is that I'll be on vacation during that week. Can we do it on the week of can we do it June 28th?
Well, let me ask you this. Where are you going on vacation?
Well, I was going to go to Europe, Your Honor.
Oh, wow. Where in Europe?
Spain.
Oh my gosh. Let me know how it is. I was supposed to go to Spain, but there was COVID. So
I actually went to Spain the year before COVID hit. So that was pretty cool. I did the Camino de Santiago in Spain.
Oh, wow.
So.
Well, you will have to let me know how it is.
Okay.
So Norma, can we make sure that Eli is able to go to his trip in Spain?
Yes, ma'am.
I don't want to interfere with that.
We'll bring him back on the 28th.
Okay.
You're going to be back by the 28th?
Yes, Your Honor. I should. Yeah.
All right. If something happens and you get stuck over there, I believe you have the ability to Zoom.
Yes, of course.
I don't know if that's true or not, but I think you can.
I think I can, Your Honor. I had full internet service and everything when I was out there.
Well, if you Zoom from there, I know a lot of people who are going to be jealous. All right, so we'll bring back Mr. Jose Hernandez. We're going to bring you back on June 28th to see if we can get an update on your evaluation. Make sure you stay in contact with your attorney and stay in contact with Magistrate's Court when they try to contact you to set up the appointment. All right.
Okay.
Thank you for your patience. You and your client are excused. And
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Brenda, what page are they on?
Have a good day.
Page 10, Judge.
Thank you. So June 28th. All right. The other person who has their hand up is Ed Bartholomew. You're
And I'll be
muted.
gone the month of July.
Oh, where are you going?
I'll be in the state of Wisconsin, Your Honor.
Okay, are you gonna wear a cheese head? What are you doing in Wisconsin?
What family reunion, Your Honor?
Wow, do they want you there?
It's not me, Your Honor. It's my wife they want.
Okay.
It's her family, Judge.
And you know, with family reunions, they have to invite the family. It's not meaning they want you there, but
I
you
know
know, they
that,
have
Judge.
to invite you.
I know that, Judge.
Are you working a grill? What are you doing at the family reunion?
I'm going to sit back, Judge, relax. All my sons are going to be there. We're going to play a little golf, do a little fishing, you know, generally enjoy time together.
Oh, awesome. Well, whoever's bringing the potato salad, let them know that raisins do not belong in a potato salad. I'm just going to throw that out there. Sorry if I've offended anyone, but it does not.
But we're going to want a jury trial, Judge.
All right, who's your client?
That be Mr. Michael Griffin. I've conferred with him on numerous occasions. The state's made a generous offer. He wants a trial, Judge.
All righty, let me see here.
And it'd be to a jury.
All right, it's a possession case. And I see he declined pretrial diversion, or either pretrial diversion declined him.
He declined the pretrial diversion, Your Honor.
All right, state, this is a drug case. Who will be trying it?
Probably me, Judge.
All right.
Hunter.
That's speculation. I'm not sure.
Yeah. How long do you think this trial will last, Mr. Bartholomew?
Well, Your Honor, it's two policemen, my client, and that's about it, I think, Judge. So it should be short.
All right, Norma, what dates do we have open for a jury trial for a short drug case?
We can do June 4th, Judge.
June 4th.
Yes.
Just a second, Judge. Can I look at my calendar? I want to make sure I don't have a conflict somewhere else. June 4th. Well, I guess you get it in, get it out. Just 1 second, Judge. It's always good to be top of the list. June 4th. Up. Your Honor, I've got a federal conflict on that day.
What
Now,
federal conflict?
I have a case in federal court, Judge. I mean, advise.
How long is that going to take?
It's not a trial, Judge. It'll just be an appearance, I'm sure, with a pretrial.
Okay. All right, just one moment. Mr. Cardenas, if you can go to breakout room number 7, please. And the clerks, if you could go to 7, please, and swear in Mr. Cardenas. All right, so it shouldn't take that long there, correct?
It shouldn't, Judge.
All right, we'll put you down for June 4th.
That's fine, Judge. I can hardly wait to get back in action. Here we go.
Here we go.
You want to tell my client, Your Honor? He's in the room.
Mr. Griffin, you're going to come back on June 4th for a jury trial. Where are you, Mr. Griffin?
I'm right here, Your Honor. I'm sorry.
All right, Mr. Griffin, we're going to come back on your case for June 4th for jury trial. You need to be in the 187 District Court. It's 300 De La Rosa, 4th floor. Court will not accept any plea bargain agreements after today. If you decided to enter a plea on that day, it will have to be a plea that's open to the court. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, good luck to you.
I anticipate a motion to suppress, Your Honor, but probably be carried with trial. I don't believe it'll be dispositive.
All right, thank you. We will,
I think it should be dispositive, Your Honor, but whether it will or not, I can't say.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Thank you, Judge.
You and your client are excused.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, Jesus Hernandez, you have your hand raised. Is there a reason for that?
Yes, Your Honor. I was sent to breakout room 9.
That was a mistake, so just wait here.
Okay.
All right, Ronaldo Garcia, you have your hand raised. Is there a reason for that? Brenda, it's like a poltergeist. There's like a bright light where they tell you stay away from the light. Brenda, you may not have remembered that song where it says, "My future is so bright, I gotta wear shades."
I do, Judge, I do.
So I don't know why. I don't know if he's out doing lawn work, but I do know what I said, that you're in the courtroom. And people are acting like they're not in the courtroom, like they want to appear in the courtroom. So, Mr. Garcia, is there a reason you have your hand raised?
No, ma'am, I had pressed the wrong button.
Okay, thank you very
Sorry about that.
much.
Sorry about that.
Charles Bunk, you have your hand raised? Brenda, when I see people with their hand raised, I'm just gonna think they're saying hi now.
Well, that's
All
his
right.
client.
Yeah. Richard Langlois,
Yes, Judge.
yes.
You sent me to a breakout room in cyberspace.
Yes.
I was there.
Okay, who's your client?
My client is Brandy Lehman. She's in the court. So
I'll go, Judge.
Since the co-defendants' cases were dismissed, I just dismissed them all.
Oh, Tom Nesbitt said he'll go into a breakout room with you, Richard.
Okay.
Yeah, the co-defendant went to prison, just FYI, just on a different case.
So, Richard, let me send you to breakout room number 2.
All right.
All right, and E.R. Baez. Yes.
Judge, I just need to be placed on a breakout room with my client.
Who's your client?
Guajardo.
Who's your client?
John Guajardo.
All right, I'll send you to breakout room number 6.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And is your client in custody? Where is Guajardo?
17F.
Okay, let me find him. All right, if you'll go to number 6, please. Cardenas is in breakout room number 7. Okay. Yes, I sent you there. All right, Ron Ross, you've had your breakfast, your drink.
You're exactly right.
It appeared to be Tang. I don't know. I'm probably aging myself. I don't think people remember Tang, but
That's
all right.
It's Gatorade. Gatorade.
All right.
The kick in a glass, Judge.
I have David Thatcher should be there in the courtroom. He's here for sentencing today. He's going to ask for some more time. His wife is in labor right now.
All right. And do we have any documentation that she's in?
No, we do not. I was just told that today. As a matter of fact, she called me a while ago to find out if he made it here, and she told me that to be the case. I have no documentation.
All right, because sometimes
if he's
people,
here,
sometimes people
understand.
think they are needed for labor and they're not.
I understand it. Well, he should be in there, and we can talk to him, and you can ask.
All right. Who is the prosecutor on this?
This is sentencing. It's already been. It's
No. But I need a prosecutor.
I'll hop in on this, Judge.
All right, thank you.
She actually saw your lunch.
Right.
I thought I was doing that in secret. I was kind of leaning away from my screen. I didn't see it.
Oh, wait.
Oh, okay, no problem.
Hold up.
Would Iowa, I understand it, it's not called out. Would anyone up there
All right, the court is calling 2019 CR 9590, State of Texas versus David Thatcher. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Hunter Morris for the state.
Yeah.
For the defense?
Ron Ross.
All right, we're here for sentencing. I'll note for the record that the defendant is in the courtroom. This is one of the days where the court is allowed to have in-person hearings. Does anyone object to us proceeding by Zoom? Defense?
No objections.
State?
No objection, Judge.
All right, the defendant entered a plea on April 29th to count 2 of no contest. The state waived count 1 and waived enhancement. The court found there was sufficient evidence to find the defendant guilty. The court found the defendant guilty. The defense and the defendant asked that the court recall this for May 27th. So we are here May 27th. Are you ready to proceed with sentencing?
We are, Judge.
All right.
My client's going to request reset, but
All right, that'll be denied. The court, as previously stated, found you guilty. The court is sentencing you to 2 years in the prison. Give you credit for any time served. Take in consideration 2021 CR 2298. Mr. Thatcher, I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you electronically sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
And because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we can go off the record. Mr. Thatcher, good luck to you. Your attorney has told me that you have a child on the way. So you're gonna have to start doing better to be there for your child. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Thatcher, good luck to you. And I didn't give you a reset because I'd given you plenty of resets before.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, you're welcome.
Judge,
Just
I'm
one
just-
moment. Yes. Mr.
I'm just
Moore?
double checking that there isn't a victim impact statement in this case. If I could just have one moment.
All right, thank you. Are the parties ready on Jason Anthony Cardenas?
Yes, Your Honor. I am ready. Oh,
All right,
and
who's the
who's your-
prosecutor? Mr. Morris?
I'm the prosecutor on that case, Judge.
And is there no victim impact?
No, Your Honor, there's no victim impact in this
Oh,
case.
I'm
Not
sorry.
on, not on Cardenas.
Okay.
Just one moment.
No. No, ma'am. No.
Thank you. It's rare that we have you and James at the same time.
Yes, I see that.
Oh, Judge, you're calling my case? Good.
Oh, no.
Oh,
I've been here for,
Judge, it's Miss K's birthday. I thought I'd share that.
Okay,
oh, yes. Don't forget.
awesome. James, are you requesting that you be allowed to skip ahead of your wife?
Yeah, especially on my birthday. Come
You
on.
like honest or supportive, Judge?
Supportive. Happy birth month, Miss Lee.
Thank you, Judge.
Handle her cases first, Judge, please.
Okay,
Oh, Judge, I don't believe there's a victim impact statement.
all right, the court is calling 2021 CR 4316, State of Texas versus Jason Anthony Cardenas. Could I have parties announced for the record, please, for the state
Hunter Morris for the state.
or the defense?
DQ Lee for the defense.
Mr. Cardenas, there's a lot of noise that's coming on your end. So if you could mute and unmute yourself for me, please.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes. Are you Jason Cardenas?
Yes, Your Honor.
We're proceeding by video because of the pandemic. Any objection from the state or the defense?
None from the state, Judge.
Not from the defense.
Mr. Cardenas, I'm showing you what's entitled defendant's consent to plea by video. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you electronically sign it?
Yes, Your Honor, I did.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily consented to appear by video. Defense, I'm showing you the discovery acknowledgement. Have you received all the discovery in this case and did you review it with your client?
Yes, I did.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Cardenas, I'm showing you what's entitled true bill of indictment. Have you reviewed that document with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor, I did.
Counsel, do you weigh the reading of the indictment?
Yes, we did.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, Judge.
Mr. Cardenas, I'm showing you what's entitled court admonishments and defendant's affidavit of admonitions. and waivers. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you electronically sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor, I did.
All right, you're charged with the offense of driving while intoxicated, third or more. That's a third-degree felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea bargain agreement. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea bargain agreement and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor, I did.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state will call and right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by entering this plea bargain agreement, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea bargain agreement in this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses to this offense?
Yes, he has.
You believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
Yes, he does.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, I do believe he is.
Mr. Cardenas, has anyone threatened you, forced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, Your Honor.
Has anyone promised you anything other than the plea bargain agreement to get you to enter this plea?
No, Your Honor.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, Your Honor.
The court will find that the defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Showing you the plea bargain page, did you review that page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
According to the plea bargain agreement, punishment is to be assessed at 5 years in the prison. There's a $1,500 fine, no application for deferred adjudication. State recommends community supervision. Take in consideration JN number 1996733. There's to be no contact with Daniela, Daniela, Coffee, Coffee, Giabella, Giabella, Lyra, Lyra, and Presley Coffee, Presley. Did you understand that to be the plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense, is that the plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor, it is.
State, is that the plea bargain agreement?
It is, Judge, and I believe Giabella's last name is Lira. If I put a Y, it's my mistake.
Okay. All right, next I'm going to show you the paragraph entitled Waiver of Appeal. Did you review that paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you electronically sign it in both places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, are there any such motions?
No, there has not.
Next, I'm showing you outside the plea bargain agreement. The state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 5 years. Cap evaluation, 120 hours of community service restitution, safe P, 10 days in the Bexar County Jail as a condition, ignition interlock, 2-year driver's license suspension, DWI repeat offender program, DWI victim impact live, and regular UAs. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, Your Honor.
Then to the offense is charged in the indictment. How do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty, Your Honor.
State any evidence to support the defendant's plea?
State offer states one of the attachments, Judge.
Any objections?
No objections.
Mr. Cardenas, I'm showing you what's entitled waiving consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you electronically sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor, I did.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state will call and the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. The court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, we are, Your Honor. I did have one thing that we would ask you to consider.
Yes.
Okay. My client also has the MTR that I guess you will take up after this, but part of the disposition of the MTR would be in our agreement to have him continue and go to treatment. And my client during pretrial on that case, he went to lifetime recovery. And that was a 90-day program, which was, pretrial, and he really liked it. He thought it was very helpful. And he had explained to me that everything just kind of really went poorly for him when COVID hit. He worked for a Airbnb company, and they just completely lost all their contracts, and he just went downhill from there. He would like to go back to lifetime, but not for 90 days, but for the 180 days instead of SafeP. He has a really good counselor from the first time he went by the name of Brady Betancourt, and he understands the program. And while he's been in jail during the past 2.5 months, he had already gotten approved on April 6th for the program. And so we're asking you to order lifetime recovery for 180 days.
All right, is there anything else?
No, Your Honor.
All right, with regards to ignition interlock, there's no recommendation on the length of ignition interlock. Is there a recommendation from the state?
2 years, Judge.
Did you say 2, Hunter?
Yes, 2 years.
All right, this is what the court is going to do. Court, as previously stated, is finding you guilty. The court will sentence you to 5 years in prison, suspended and probated for 5 years. $1,500 fine, that will be probated. Taking consideration JN number 1996733. No contact with Daniela Coffey, Presley Coffey, or Giabella Lira. 10 days Bexar County Jail as a condition of probation. 2 years driver's license suspension. Ignition interlock for 2 years. DWI, repeat offender program. DWI, victim impact panel live. Regular UAs. Regular Zoom reporting or in person. Random field visits 3 times per month. Referral to felony drug court. If you're accepted in felony drug court, they can order lifetime recovery for you. They do use that. If he's not accepted in felony drug court, then he's going to SafeP. And he's to remain in custody until accepted into one of those programs. My understanding, Mr. Cardenas, is they do have room in the felony drug court program. That's a great program. I think it will be of great help to you. And like I said, they do make use of all treatment programs that are available. So if they feel that it's best for you to be in lifetime recovery, I'm sure they will send you there. I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you electronically sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because this is a plea bargaining agreement, because I followed your plea bargaining agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Next, we're proceeding on 2019 CR 4047. We're proceeding again by video because of the pandemic. Any objection from the state or the defense?
None from the state.
Nothing from the defense.
Mr. Cardenas, I'm showing you what's entitled defendant's consent to appear by video. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you electronically sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
The court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily consented to appear by video. Next, I'm going to show you what's entitled motion to revoke probation and states motion to supplement pending motion to revoke probation. Did you have a chance to review those documents with your attorney and did you understand them?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you the same Jason Anthony Cardenas who was placed on community supervision in 2019 CR 4047 for the offense of driving while intoxicated third or more on December 4th, 2019 for a term of 3 years? Is that you?
Yes, Your Honor.
State?
Under the first amended motion, Judge, on or about the 6th day of March 2021 in Bexar County, Texas, the defendant, Jason Anthony Cardenas, committed the offense of driving while intoxicated in violation of condition number 1.
How do you plead to that, true or not true?
True, Your Honor.
The state would waive the remaining allegations.
Any objections to the state's waivers?
No objections.
All right, Mr. Cardenas, did you understand by pleading true to a violation of condition number 1, the court could find it true, grant the motion, and sentence you up to 3 years in prison?
Yes,
and
Your
up to
Honor.
$1,000 fine. Did you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 1?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find violation of condition number 1 true. Is there an agreement?
Partial agreement, Judge. For treatment, before the plea of true, the state would ask this court to deny and continue him, and referral to felony drug court if accepted, lifetime recovery for 180 days, and if not accepted to felony drug court, then safe P to run concurrent with his new DWI.
Mr. Cardenas, are you asking the court to follow that?
Yes, Your Honor, please.
And I believe he's going to have to be extended on this probation for drug court because drug court is at least a 2-year program. So I'm going to extend him for 2 years. And Mr. Cardenas, I want you to be aware of something. I've read through this and I'm the one who gave you a chance when the state wanted you to go to prison. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
So you're going to have to do better. And you're going to have to figure out a way for you to stop drinking. Because if you don't, what's going to end up happening is 1, you're going to end up going to prison for a long time. Or 2, you're going to end up ruining your liver or kidneys. Or 3, you're going to end up killing yourself or someone else.
I agree, Your Honor.
So you're going to have to do better. I'll deny the motion, sentence you to felony drug court, and you're to remain in custody. And if you're not accepted in felony drug court, you're going to safety.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Oh, and actually, correction, the prosecutor who gave you or recommended your probation, that was Evan Patterson. So Mr. Patterson took a chance on you. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, do better. I'm going to send you to a breakout room with probation. They'll go over conditions with you.
Thank you,
And
Your Honor.
Ms. Lee, you can enjoy the rest of your birthday, or either you can go to a breakout room with your client and probation will go over conditions with him.
Okay.
All
I
right.
can do that.
All right, I'm
Thank you.
sending you to breakout room number 1.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Have a good one.
You too. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, who's ready?
Judge, can you send Stellano Daniels to breakout room 5 with me?
Let me see where Mr. Daniels is. Yes, Mr. Daniels, can you go to breakout room number 5, please? Your attorney is waiting for you there. All right, thank you.
May I approach Judge when you get an opportunity? It's Raymond Bell.
Yes, Raymond Bell.
Hi, Judge. I'm here on Christopher Eland. This case was reset because he had a felony charge that was pending but not indicted. The aggravated assault case got indicted on May 14th. I visited with Mr. Martin about the case. I need to get some e-discovery on it, but I do have an offer. I was hoping the court could give us just one regular reset so that we could make sure we have all the information we need, and we will probably be able to resolve it by a plea at that time based on what we can gather from the reports that we need to get.
All right, is your client in custody or on bond?
He's on bond, Judge, and he should have zoomed in. I gave him all the Zoom instructions, but I haven't been able to see on the.
All
gallery.
right, Christopher Elon, are you here? Christopher Elon.
I've been in contact with him, Judge, and so I saw him last week, and we contacted this morning after we got the Zoom instructions.
Okay, your client is not on the Zoom screen. So if you want to zoom back in, we'll take up this matter, but I need to see your client on the screen, and I haven't seen him on the screen at all this morning.
Yes, ma'am. Let me see if I can get a hold of him real quick.
Thank you. The court is taking its break at 12:30.
Yeah,
Judge,
ma'am.
I need to approach.
Okay, just 1 minute, Mr. Toshi, Mr. Bias.
I just need a reset to review the evidence. I presented the evidence to my client, but we need to go through the evidence. So I just need
Who's
a
your
reset.
client?
Guajardo. He's been on the screen the whole time.
All right, Norma, on John Gabriel Guajardo, could you give them a 30-day reset, please?
July 8th.
And has an offer been tendered to you?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you will be reset for July 8th. At that time, I will give you a plea deadline date.
Thank you, Your Honor. May I be excused?
Yes, you and your client are excused.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Brenda, do you see what page he's on?
He's on the recall, Judge.
Thank you. All right, Alfonso Otero.
Yes, Judge, on Mr. Redden, I spoke to Oscar about the case. We need to review some discovery. They're going to upload a interview that we need to review. I have not been given an offer because they're still reviewing the cases. There are like about 7 of them. And so we're going to make an appointment to go over the evidence at the DA's office, Judge.
All right, Norma, on Mr. Redden, where are you, Mr. Redden?
He's in custody, Judge.
All right, thank you. Norma, on Mr. Redding, can you give them a 30-day reset, please?
Yes, ma'am. It'll be July 8th.
All right, Mr. Redding, we're going to call you back on July 8th. And Mr. Otero, unless you have someone else with us, you are excused.
No, Judge, I do not have anybody else. Mr. Redden, I'll get in contact with you within this week or next.
All right, everyone, just give me a moment. And Norma, 17E can go back.
Yes, ma'am.
Your Honor, may I approach briefly?
Just give me a moment.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, just 1 second. Shannon Locke, you've been waiting on Mr. Sancho.
Yes, Your Honor.
And what were you waiting for with Mr. Sancho?
Your Honor, we filed a motion to modify. He's on GPS, current partial GPS. The case is a cold case from 2013. Obviously, the charges are serious, but he.
Yes, go ahead.
So we're asking for the removal of that GPS. We've conferred with Mr. Martin. He's not in agreement, but I believe would leave it to your discretion.
All right, thank you. We can go on the record very quickly. Brenda, what page is Mr. Sancho on?
He's on page 8.
All right, is your client present?
I saw him earlier, Your Honor. I'm on my phone, so I can't tell.
Mr. Steven Sancho. All right, could you show your video, please?
Are you able to see
David
me?
Martin, no, we can't see you, sir.
Can you see me now?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, David Martin, are you available?
That depends. So what?
Oh, this is a hearing for Mr. Sancho.
Oh, okay.
I just emailed you the motion, David.
All right, thank you.
Okay. Well, we're going to be opposed to removing the GPS.
So, Judge, these folks are no longer in touch.
Court is calling 2020 CR 12053, State of Texas versus Steven Sancho. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
David Martin.
For the defense?
Lieutenant Locke for Steve Sancho.
Are you Mr. Sancho?
Yes.
We're proceeding by video because of the pandemic. Any objection from the state or the defense?
Not from the state.
No.
No objection, Your Honor.
Sancho, you have any objections to us proceeding by video?
No.
Defense has filed a motion to modify defendant's condition of bond. He's asking that the GPS be removed. State, have you had a chance to review defense's motion?
Yes, I have.
Are you in agreement?
No, I'm not.
All right, defense?
Your Honor, Mr. Sancho, the charges arise from incidents that occurred in 2013 and before. This involves an ex-wife of Mr. Sancho's and his stepdaughter. They no longer have any contact. He has no desire to have any contact. They haven't had contact for some time, and the GPS has been on since he was arrested for this at large filing. He's been in complete compliance with the GPS. It was changed to partial. He hasn't attempted to reach out to the ex-wife. He has no desire to contact her. So the GPS is really unnecessary at this time, Your Honor, and we just ask that it be removed.
All right, state.
Judge, we'll just ask, he's on partial, so he's able to work and do whatever he needs. If he needs to go to the grocery store or something like that, I mean, that can always be accomplished through pretrial services and letting them know. But as far as taking the monitor off, the state would oppose that.
All right. Defense, why are you requesting the removal of the monitor other than your client wants it removed?
So, Your Honor, there are a number of things that he'd like to do. He likes to volunteer for church. He likes to help build homes. There are other activities that are for instance, his mother has passed away since this case was pending. He wants to go visit the gravesite. Those sorts of things. Additionally, Judge, there just isn't a reason for it. There's an obvious stigma associated with being on a monitor, and Mr. Sancho, he's not a flight risk. He has extremely good community ties. It's just punitive. So for that reason, Judge, we'd ask that he be, and in the alternative, if we could switch it to tracking, just a strict tracking only, I suppose that would be better if the fees were waived. And I believe the fees were waived earlier, but there's no real reason for the monitor.
State, any objection to tracking only?
Yeah, and I have an objection to him volunteering at a church. I mean, I would assume there's kids around the church at some point. I mean, and at least want some assurance that he's not going to have any contact with any.
I mean, is part of his conditions a bond that he's not to have contact with children?
That's what I'm looking. I don't see it. It's just no contact with that one child in the indictment.
So any objections to tracking only?
With the things he's asking, yes.
All right, this is what the court is going to do. Court will do tracking only. Defendant is not allowed to have any unsupervised contact with minors. Does that satisfy the state's concerns? I have no control over what a church does. If Mr. Sancho has not informed the church what he's charged with, there's no scarlet letter I can put on his chest or anything of that nature. So even if he were on GPS and I put him on partial GPS and he's allowed to go out in the world, which he has been, the court has no control over that because again, there's no scarlet letter on his chest. So what I will order, Mr. Sancho, is tracking only, and you're not allowed to have unsupervised contact with minors. Do you understand?
Yes, I understand, Your Honor.
So it probably would behoove you not to participate in any church activities involving children. So don't think that you're going to be teaching Sunday school because you're not. You understand?
It's all construction work. I do electrical for them, little odd jobs. It
Okay.
doesn't involve any children.
All right, so that is the court's ruling. Is there anything else?
No, Your Honor.
All right, and we will come back. Norma, what date can we recall Mr. Sancho? Can you recall him like 3 weeks? And at that time, I'll give you your plea deadline date. Your plea deadline date has expired, but we're going to come back in 3 weeks. And in 3 weeks' time, I'm going to give you your trial date. So Norma, can I have a 3-week reset?
Yes, ma'am. Give me just a moment, Judge. The system is just really slow this morning. You can come back on the 17th.
All right, we'll see you back on June 17th. That'll be by Zoom.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
Thank you. You're excused. Your client's excused.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, who's the attorney who was on Richard Blanco?
That's me, Judge.
All right, what is happening with Mr. Blanco, Mr. Porter?
Judge, as the court knows, she appointed me a few weeks ago on this case, and she set it for today so I would have time to download and review the discovery. I have done that, and I have visited with Mr. Blanco and Mr. Nisbet. Had a conference today. I did get a plea bargain. I'm requesting, Judge, it doesn't need to be that much time, just a little bit, because I need to show Mr. Blanco a couple of videos. Other than that, we're just requesting a little bit of time.
All right, how much time do you need?
I could do it within 2 weeks, Judge.
All right, Norma, on Richard Blanco, can we have a 2-week reset?
Yes, ma'am. Mr. Porter, can you? How about June 11th, Mr. Porter?
That sounds fine to me.
June 11th? Okay.
All right, Mr. Blanco, we'll see you back on June 11th. Norma, can you let 14 them know? 14 Elf can go back? Have a good day, Mr. Blanco.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
May I approach briefly, Judge?
All right, just 1 second. Brenda, do you see what page Mr. Sancho? Oh, there he is.
Both of them are not on page 8.
Thank you. All right, who wants to approach?
Raymondville, Judge.
Yes.
I haven't been able to get a hold of my client, Judge. It's pretty unusual. I have to run to a dental appointment this afternoon at 1:30, so I can't really come back to check with the court. Can I guess, have this case recalled to tomorrow? See if I can get a hold of him, have him zoom in. I'm not sure why he didn't appear today.
Okay, all right, we'll recall it for tomorrow.
That'll be fine, Judge. May I be excused till then?
Yes.
Thank you, Your Honor. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
May I approach, Judge?
Just one moment, everyone. Yes.
Hi, Judge. I've got Mr. Richard Ruiz.
Yes.
2021 CR 2279.
Mhm.
Conferred with both him and with David Martin this morning. David extended the same offer we had last time, and Mr. Ruiz has refused that offer again this morning.
All right, Norma, on Mr. Ruiz, can we call him back next month? And that will be your client's plea deadline date. I haven't given your client a plea deadline date yet. Do you have all the discovery?
I do, Judge.
All right, Norma, so what's a setting on Mr. Ruiz for next month?
Sorry, Judge, I thought it was unmuted. July 8th.
All right, we'll see you back on July 8th, and that will be your client's plea deadline date.
Understood, Judge. May I be excused?
Yes, thank you for your patience.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, James Toshi.
Judge, I have Andre Watson. He is in your courtroom. He still would like a trial, and I believe that we have gone past our plea deadline date.
All right, to the courtroom. Do I have Mr. Watson on the screen, please?
Yes, Judge.
All right, Norma, so what date is the trial date for them?
For Watson?
Yes, Andrea Watson.
Andre Watson?
And state, who will be trying this?
Marcus.
Okay. So what date, Mr. Sanders?
July would work for me.
All right, so July 7th or July 22nd? Defense?
I would prefer the latter date, Judge. I will have just been returning from a 2-week layoff, and everyone's loading my first week up, so the later date would work. And Judge, there's an issue I'd like to discuss with you about GPS removal. I assume you're going to want a motion filed, correct?
Yes, and if you all can get with the state, and if they're in agreement to it, then there will be no need for a hearing.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Watson, we're going to be back on July 22nd for your jury trial, okay?
Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Watson.
Be blessed.
Thank you, you too.
Coach, I'll leave a copy of the video on the 4th floor today.
Yes.
May
Who
I
wants?
Mike Collins?
Yes. Michael Collins.
You asked me to wait where I had announced that we'd had an agreement made up that we were going to plead in a misdemeanor out of 12 that would TIC our felony case, Your Honor. I just don't know. And then I tried to get a hold of the court, but they were in a Zoom conference, and they said the coordinator wouldn't be available till at least 2 o'clock or later to let me know when they might be able to fit us in for a plea, because they haven't even started. They don't even know about it and haven't even started the paperwork yet.
All right, can you get in touch with the court and then come back this afternoon and let the court know what
Yeah,
date?
my only caveat, Your Honor, on that is I've got a civil district court that's been waiting for me all day, and they're going to reconvene at 1:30. I'll have to make probably an announcement over there and then come back to you.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you so much for your patience, Mr. Collins. We'll wait for you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
May my client be excused to show back up at, I assume 1:30?
Yes. No, 2. 2-ish.
Even better,
Yes.
Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else ready? Because the court, I'm sorry, we're going to take our 12:30 break. Brenda needs a break. My mom who watches needs a break.
Your Honor, this is Roland Garcia, and we approach on David Morales.
Just give me a moment. Robert Wilson keeps raising his hand. Just a moment, Robert. Nathaniel Navy.
Yes, Judge. I was ready to address Dakota Gettler's violation report that was submitted to you. We were told to appear today because of that.
Okay. Mr. Navy,
Yes.
you are known for your patience. Are you able to come back this afternoon?
I can come back at 2, Judge. I do have a few other matters also at 2, so that would be fine.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Navy, and we'll take up all of your cases.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Judge,
Yes.
I'm back with a
Yes.
comparing. I need to talk to my client over the plea agreement. If you can give me a couple of weeks or 30 days, we can come back and have it worked out, or if she decides to go to trial, we'll announce that. But pretty much, I think we can work it out.
Where's your client?
She's in the courtroom. Been there since 8:30.
That's nice that she's coming in at 8:30. To the court, can I see Miss Brandy Lehman on the Zoom screen, please?
Yes, Judge, she's on.
All right, Norma, can you give them a 30-day reset? These are new cases.
July 8th.
All right, Miss Lehman, we're going to have you back here on July 8th, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Langlois, if you don't have anyone else with us, you're excused.
Thank you, Judge.
Oh, Brenda, you can step away. We're not going to put anything else on the record for now.
Okay, Judge.
Thank you. Everyone, just give me a moment. All right, Robert Wilson.
Yes, Your Honor. It's 12:30. I'm willing to come back at 2 and talk to you then. If I know.
Thank you, Mr. Wilson. I appreciate that. Thank you.
I'll see you at 2.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Roland Garcia.
Yes, Your Honor. On David Morales, I conferred with the state. There's some additional discovery that had been previously ordered. I spoke with David Martin. He said that discovery is going to be copied and ready for me for pickup sometime tomorrow afternoon. I've also learned about what I think is the Brady material that's outstanding, and I think I'm going to have to file a motion for that.
All right, Norma, recall this in 2 weeks.
Yes, ma'am.
And Norma, if you can counsel Mr. Morales, Mr. Garcia, can you see Mr. Morales at the jail?
Yes, I'll do a video visit with him.
All right, and I've explained to you in the chat the issues, correct?
Yes, you did. And it's understood.
June 11th?
All right, so we'll come back on June 11th to see where we are on this discovery.
Is that going to be Zoom?
Yes, that'll be Zoom. And if there's anything that you need to file for me to sign, please have that filed by then.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you. You're excused.
Have a good day.
All right, you too. Thanks for your patience.
Judge, this will be like a discovery, right, hearing, compliance hearing?
Yes.
Okay, just to make sure I put it down as a compliance.
All right, any other attorneys?
Who is on here?
All right, Norma, you want to go over the docket?
Let me see.
And everyone, I'm going to stop live streaming because we're going to take our break till 2. And anyone else who is working on plea agreements,